Could Liverpool be targeting another forward? It looks like it could be Rodrigo heading to Anfield. Guehi alternatives, and what is the latest with Alexander Isak? People, it's Team Kop-Ish, Monday Night Show. Let's get into this, peeps.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, people, what's going on? It's your boy, Matt, Team Kop-Ish. We are back, people. Apologies that we are late. I do apologize. I know I see bare people in the chat saying who they think is late, rare, whatever, but listen, we do apologize. We are late, but we are here and we are live. And it is the Monday Night Show. Hope everyone is blessed. Hope everyone's having a blessed Monday. But yeah, before we even start anything, you know what I'm going to say, people? Smash the like button if you haven't already. And subscribe. We are on the road to 40K. Let me just make that clear. Let's try and get to 40K before the season starts, people. I would really appreciate that. The team would really appreciate that. You know, the ones there. But yeah, man. Hope everyone's good. But there's a lot going on with Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? A lot is going on. Obviously, you got the Isak stuff that I think just needs a bit of patience. We're going to speak about, obviously, Rodrigo. I'm also going to speak about Guehi and potential alternatives because that deal looks like that might not even happen. But I hope everyone is good. Big up people in the chat. I see everybody there. They're waiting. The rest of the guys will be joining me as well. You know what I'm saying? They will be here. What's this? All right, big up Kevin. What's going on, my broski? Big up Mark. Road to 40K. Navigator Kop-Ish collab. Tori, Matt, where the man them at? Don't worry, they will be joining me. They will be joining me. I'm a little bit under the weather if I sound a bit mash up. I don't feel that great today, peeps. Big up Sam Max Legend. He says, bless up, Matt. Big up Lexington. He says, I want Isak first before Rodrigo. I hear that as well. I hear that. And I think that probably is going to be the play as well. That probably is going to be the play. Big up to Sander. What's going on, my broski? Big up Jay. Says should be at 40K already. Subscribe, people. You done already. Jay's already told you, man. Big up Chicken 101 Gaming. Big up Brendan. Big up John Conway. Beans on toast. Carl practicing line dancing. Your guy mad. Big up Abdus. Big up Sadiq in the building. Big up Ron. How are the holidays going, Matt? Busy. The kids are off school, so it's mad. But it is what it is. You know, them ones there. It's what happens when it's the summer holidays, boy. Big up Yards. We getting both. I'm so greedy. We're about to find out. Big up Troy. What's going on, my bro? Official MD speaks. Matt, get the ginger, turmeric, and apple juice. He like, yeah, I'm going to, bro, because I've got a really bad headache. Big up AJ. Big up man like Matt. Pete the YouTube coming back. Yeah, man. YouTube is back. For those that don't know, put a video out on Friday. There'll be more content this week as well, so stay tuned for that. Make sure your notifications are there for the Matt One show. I'm back. Trust me, I ain't going nowhere this time. You get me? Bigger LFC network as well. What's going on, my bro? Raw Troy says Bun Rodrigo, not happy. Big up Ian. He says big up Matt. Respect. Big up yourself, my bro. Big up Blatant Red TV. Big up Matt in the chat. Big up your damn self. Big up Mark. Hey, we have Rio at home. That is very true. Big up Owen as well. Drop the likes, people. Big up Matt. Big up your damn selves. But people, listen, let's get into it. Appreciate all the big ups, man. Trust me. And like I said, big up Ends in the chat as well. My brother Ends, you know. Yes, Killy. Hope you're blessed, my bro. I'll be on Ends' channel on Thursday, people. So make not only that, make sure you go subscribe to Ends, man. Come on, man. You know the settings with Ends. One of the best Liverpool content creators, in my opinion, anyway. Go and subscribe to Ends and make sure you tune in. Always got a show every day. Consistent is always there. So make sure you're there, people. Big up Theo. He says, big up the community. Anelia, what's going on, Anelia? I hope you're blessed, man. Big up Anelia, man. Always there. But people, listen, all right. Let's get started, yeah? So I'll wait for the guys to get it when we speak about Isak. But I want to start with Rodrigo. Now, Luis Diaz has just been sanctioned, right? The deal's been sanctioned for him to go to Bayern Munich. And you know what? I think there's been a bit of mixed feelings towards Diaz going to Bayern. I think a lot of people have said it's a great deal. 28 going to be 29. You know, it was the right time for him to go. Me, personally, I think it just makes sense only because he wanted to go. And apparently we did offer him a new deal as well, but apparently he didn't want to sign that deal. The what do you call it? There was a big gap in what he was expecting and what we was offering. So it did look like that was bound to happen. I think we tried to maybe lowball him. But now Diaz is gone. We need a replacement. And it does look like that replacement, if you believe the rumors coming out in Spain, could be Rodrigo. I think his name's Raymond Alvarez. Bigger Anfield sector. He says Rodrigo's preference if he leaves Real Madrid is Liverpool. I can't lie, chat, yeah? It seems like every top player wants to join Liverpool. And it makes a change because there's been too many times in the past where I feel like we're having to fight tooth and nail to convince these players. But it now seems like everybody wants to play for us. And you know what? That's testament to the club, to the manager, to ownership as well, that we're in this great position that all top players want to sign for us. And if Rodrigo is another one that wants to sign for us, for me, I think he would be a perfect replacement for Diaz. I think for Diaz, it was always going to be an uphill struggle when you are considered the Mane replacement. He obviously had that bad injury as well. Obviously the stuff with his father as well, getting kidnapped, and Luis Diaz went through a lot at Liverpool, but in my opinion, I felt like he gave 100% each and every time. You know what I'm saying? He didn't let us down. Maybe consistency-wise in his first maybe year wasn't there, but he got better and better. And he left us with his best season and he helped us win 20. Do you get what I'm saying? And we have to replace him. We can't not replace Diaz. I think the club coming out saying things like, oh, they're happy with the left wing options. Well, there's only really one option, and that's Cody Gapo. Unless you're going to fast track Rio. Now, I understand Rio's been killing it in preseason. He's been doing amazing. But isn't it a bit too early for Rio? Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Do you guys think Rio should be the understudy to Gapo? Or do you guys feel like we should be going to get Rodrigo? Because I feel like we should be getting Rodrigo personally. I think Rio will still do what he's doing. Because obviously Gapo's not going to be here forever. I doubt it as well. Do you get what I'm saying? So you guys let me know. Big up DW80. Diaz has done well for us. No shade on him as well. Facts. Big up Abdus. He says go all in for Rodrigo. I agree with that as well. Big up Erlen. He says Rio is not ready. I don't think he's ready just yet either. Don't get me wrong, like showing a lot of promise, but I think it's a bit too early. Big up TR. Rio looks ready. I'm not gonna lie. I would rather get 2 centre backs. Oh, so you would okay. So it's I think it's kind of split right now. Big up Bonkers. Yeah, too early for Rio. Need more time. Big up Barry. Rio too young to put that much pressure on the kid. It is kind of a lot of pressure in it. Like, just imagine if Gapo was missing, whether it was injury or suspension, and we got a big game and we're basically saying to Rio, yeah, you're the guy. You're up next. I do think it's a bit early. You don't want to put too much pressure on the kid. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, some kids can handle it. Big up K1. Saw you in Croydon on Sunday, Matt. Big up, bro. Oh, yes, you did, broski. If that's you, bro, big up your damn self. Hope you're blessed, my bro. Big up your damn self. Big up Punjabi Firmino. Give Rio a go. You're saying give Rio a go. Big up Ryan. I don't think it's too early. If he's good enough, he's old enough, and he's good enough. Time to start easing him into the first team this season slowly. Bring him on for about 20 minutes, first of all. But then you could argue, is that situation better for someone like a Malik Fofana, potentially? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, or do you guys feel like if we was to get Malik Fofana to the Rodrigo, is Malik Fofana going to block Rio's path? Because I just think if Rio Rio's going to be Rio. I don't think you can stop what he's going to do anyway. Bigger Owen, Yamar set the standard for young players. People think they can push players in at 16, 17 now. Yeah, potentially. And I think the situation was different because obviously at Barca have a lot of financial issues, and I kind of feel like it was forced upon them to play Yamar. Don't know if you guys in the chat agree with that, but yeah, that's what I think anyway. Bigger Ant, if Rodrigo is gettable, then get him. Ease Rio in, don't break Rio. Fair play. Fair play. Yeah, when you guys are ready, just join, man. Join. What's this? Let's see what the chat's saying.
What's happening, boys? What's happening, people?
Going on. I'll just ask in the chat. All right, we linked to Rodrigo. It does look like Liverpool are looking for a replacement for Diaz. Diaz obviously is now gone. Pretty much like that's pretty much like done and not done and dusted, but that deal's pretty much wrapped up now. Liverpool need a replacement. We can't not replace Diaz. Do you guys think it's the right idea to try and get a Rodrigo or a Malik Fofana, or are you on the wave of what you've seen of Rio? Because some people in the chat think Rio is ready and he's ready to be the understudy to Gapo. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that.
He's ready, but I want it to be third choice, not backup. I want him to play like Carabao Cup games and be eased into the first team. He's 16. Like, he needs to be eased into the first team. But yeah, a couple Carabao Cup games and being the third choice, 100%. He's ready. He is ready. You just want to take the pressure off him by making him the third choice, so he just plays now and again. You know, like maybe 5 minutes at the end of a game if we're winning 2-0, that kind of stuff. Just to get used to playing with the first team and becoming a man. Not like, yeah, if Gapo was suspended, Rio's the one who's got to play against Man United away at Old Trafford. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Like that's a bit too much, you know what I mean? But I could hear you obviously talking about Rodrigo. And yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, I'll be completely honest with you. And again, don't shoot me down, people. I'm just trying to be real. I went into this summer the most optimistic, so I don't want anybody telling me I've been negative anytime I just give some reality to a situation, yeah? But you cannot ask the board after what we've already done to go and spend 250 million on Rodrigo and Isak. You can't. We get Isak through the door, then we need to concentrate on defense. Like everybody, oh yeah, Rodrigo. Yeah, all right, enough people rate Rodrigo. I get it. What are we going to do if something happens to one of our centre-backs if we don't shore up the defence?
No, we're going to get onto that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So any money left after Isak, bro, it goes on defence. We don't need Rodrigo. Rodrigo would just be like, oh my God, we did like a Real Madrid 2011 summer or whatever that year was that they got Kaká, Benzema and Ronaldo. Yeah, all right, it'll look good. The rivals will be shitting themselves and all that stuff. But let's be realistic. We need to go and get Lukeba, Hato, Guehi, 2 of the 3, which, like you said, we'll get to. And that's going to cost us like 100 mil. So if there's money left after Isak, nah, man, I ain't wasting it on Rodrigo. Ekitique can play left wing. Wirtz can play left wing. And Rio was a great understudy. We don't need to go and buy Rodrigo unless you're trying to floss. And I don't want to be one of them man who's on Instagram looking like he drives a Bentley, but he took a picture of some stranger's car in the car park. I don't want to do that fake flossing, bro. I don't want to do that and then go home and man don't know what he's going to eat for dinner. Nah, bro, get the fence sorted out after that. So, yeah, I know everyone's going to go, no, Drift, you're being negative. Why can't we have it all? Because life doesn't work that spectacularly.
All right, so, Carl, let me ask you this then. So, Drift saying we don't need Rodrigo. We should be focusing on defense if we get Alexander. But we'll get on to Alexander later on in the show, yeah? I'm going to put you in this scenario. We don't get Rodrigo. Rio is now the backup because realistically, he's the only other natural left winger. I know people keep saying Ekitique can play there, but Ekitique is not a winger. He can just play there. He's a centre forward / second striker. He's central. He's not, for me, a wide player. If we don't get Rodrigo or we don't get another left winger, Cal, are you on Drift's wave where we should just leave that and potentially it's Rio or we give them minutes to Ekitique or something? Like, what are you saying, bro?
As you both know, behind the scenes, I've had a rough day. So I'm not going to mince my words here. If you continue to disrespect my owners in public, bro, and it needs to flipping stop. Yeah, that's the first thing. So I'm going to get that off the bat. Yeah.
A hard day's work got man angry at me, bro.
First things first. Stop disrespecting my flipping owners, bro. Yeah.
Did you have your apple juice before you came onto the stream?
Brother,
have you rehydrated after all of the
6 weeks holiday, both showers not working, and the madness with the kids? Yeah, I'm on apple juice all summer. F water, F diet.
Yeah, nah,
that's
today's
the first
been
thing,
mad for me as well. Yeah, go on.
If you think my owners are gonna sit there and get Rodrigo to floss, nah, that's a signing now that actually becomes an important, integral signing now. This isn't just a floss signing now. This is we need a seasoned vet to come in on that left-hand side because, again, shout out to Fofana. I think he's very good. But he's not ready yet. With all due respect to Gapo, I want someone who comes in and challenges Gapo right now or is better than Gapo.
Tell them, Cal.
Sorry to cut you, Cal. Are we not underplaying Gapo though? Because a lot of the conversation seems to be like we need a left winger like in an emergency.
When we won the league, we had the two, in my opinion, we had the two best left wingers in the league. And I know Diaz did play centrally for some of that. However, we still needed them both in different parts of the season. You never know what the season's going to predict, right?
No,
because if you go all in on Gapo, and we trust Gapo, we know Gapo's good enough. But what happens if now Gapo gets an injury or Gapo just not even that bad form? He's like
I get that. But a lot of people are acting like they want Rodrigo because we need a left winger. We don't need a left winger for that reason. We need a left winger for the squad. But people are acting like we need a left winger because we don't have one.
But I think we need
that's the vibe I get. It's like we don't have a left winger. We need a left winger.
Remember when I said
I'm going to be again. I'm not going to mix my words again today. I rate Cody Gapo, but he's very one-dimensional, and you know what you're going to get from him.
No, but maybe not now, bro. Not with Wirtz. Not with Wirtz and a target, man. He can go byline and cross, Cal. He can. He's done it.
He's one-dimensional. Nothing against Cody Gapo. He does a fantastic job, but he's not the left winger, in my opinion, that I look at and go, that is bloody scary. I think he's a left winger you look at and go, he can give us problems today, but I want a left winger that you go, he's bloody scary, and if he's on top form today, we're getting cooked. I don't get that vibe from Cody Gapo. However, I would not sit here and downplay his contribution last season, nor would I sit there and downplay his contribution to the squad and why I would not want to sell him in any way, shape, or form. However, the drop-off from Cody to Rio is large. And I'm saying this as someone who rates Rio as well. If we are getting an Isak, if we're getting an Ekitique, if we've just extended Virgil's contract and Salah's contract, I'm not doing the whole project thing. Those don't scream project to me. That screams we want to win now and get ready for a project so that we can transition nicely into a project. Centre back and stuff, again, call me Nostradamus, call me crazy.
No. We're going to speak about centre back later. Let's not get into that. Let's continue the Rodrigo conversation. Yeah, go on, Drift.
Sticking with Cody then, Matt. Let me put this to you guys and see if you...
I don't want to hear the GA thing, Drift.
No. I'm not going to talk about GA. I think what people are sleeping on, is the secret weapon we can unleash with Cody. Now, I can even see it from people in the chat that are actual Liverpool fans. Cody's a little bit boring. Cody played a certain amount of games and only scored this amount of goals, etc., etc. Do you not think that that is actually a good thing, that people might downplay him, that the opposition might not think he's the one to mark? Because then you know what he can do? Make back post runs from Salah crosses, make inside runs from Wirtz through balls. Plus, he can also cut in and he's got probably the best shot in the team. Now we haven't got Jota, rest his soul. I think Cody's the best finisher at the club unless we sign Isak. Cody's finishing is exemplary in front of goal. Jota was the only finisher last season better than Cody.
Hold on, you think he's better than Salah?
He's not a better finisher.
Yes, he's a better finisher than Salah. The amount of goals you get doesn't mean that you're a naturally better finisher.
No, I think he's a better ball striker.
Everyone else in the club.
I think he's a better ball striker from
He is a
further
better
out.
finisher than Salah.
He's
Just
not a
because
better
Salah
finisher
gets
than
more
Salah.
goals, because Salah's a better player,
No,
does
Salah
not mean
has a-
Salah is a better finisher.
No,
No, I
Salah
think-
is a better finisher. He's got a more variety of goals.
No,
think
Cody's
Salah-
better in the air, and Cody has got a better shot.
He's got a more
we
powerful
can, we can
shot.
agree
Got
to
more powerful
disagree if you
shot.
want.
He's got more powerful
He's
shot.
got a
Yes,
more
yes,
powerful
yes,
shot. He's
yes,
not a
yes.
better
All right,
finisher than
we'll
Salah.
agree
Yes.
to disagree on that. But
All right,
whatever the
all right.
case may be, he is a secret weapon that can be unleashed from the left wing. The inside runs he can make and the back post arrivals he can do from both Wirtz and Salah, while everybody's concentrating on that side of the field, can be absolutely amazing for us. Nobody's going to be watching those back post runs from Cody because they're going to be looking at Isak, they're going to be looking at Wirtz, they're going to be looking at Salah, and he could actually be a secret weapon. So everyone downplaying him, I think he's insane.
No.
You
So,
think-
Drift,
you
I
think
just want to
he's a
make this
better finisher
clear.
than Wirtz?
Yes, I do.
All right,
I think
hold on,
Cody
guys.
is
Hold on.
absolute. Cody's finishing is absolutely slept on.
Wait. Firstly, I just want to so when we're speaking about Rodrigo, this is mainly to come in and replace Diaz because, in my opinion, this has nothing about Cody. We know Cody's quality. You know, I'm a massive advocate for Cody. I've been the one on the channel saying I think he's better than Diaz. He's more efficient. But what I am still saying is Diaz helped push Cody. So, especially last year, Cody couldn't really rest on his laurels in it because Diaz was just there waiting, and Diaz had a better start to the season. I think if you get someone like a Rodrigo, it just eases that pressure on Cody as well. Now, what you're saying, Drift, is correct because people might forget about Cody in the sense of, I've got to worry about Salah, I've got to worry about Isak or even Ekitique if he plays or whatever. But I just think we can't ignore how big of a miss Diaz was just to say that, all right, we'll just give the minutes to somebody else who we're not too sure if he can play in that same position as good. Let's keep it about. We all sat here, I think, a couple of weeks ago and said Diaz, it was either Diaz or Gapo was the second best attacker, right? Diaz is a big miss for Liverpool. The squad right now is a little bit, it is unbalanced if we look at it. It is unbalanced, isn't it? A little bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I do think that's something that we can address. I don't think anyone's doubting Cody's ability. I just think it's more of we need options. And when you're trying to win every single competition, which it does look like a squad we're trying to build, you need top quality players in every position. You're not always going to get that, though. We might miss out on one. And if it is the left wing spot, I still would be disappointed. But I don't know how you.
No, I hear you. I completely understand. I'm just trying to say, I think we got to remember we have Cody. I'm just more bringing that to attention. Do you know what I mean? Because I think a lot of people in the fan base are actually kind of counting him out. Oh, well, Diaz is gone now, so we have to get a left winger. No, we've got Cody. Ideally, it would be nice to get a left winger, but we have Cody.
Drift,
Right,
your
Drift.
Diaz's biggest. So, Kat, just one second.
Yeah, I can ask. Who do you think is better out of Cody and Diaz, Drift?
Horses for courses. I think they were both good at what they do.
My point exactly.
This is what we're saying. Because I was just going to ask you.
For me, they were number 1 and 2 left wingers in the league. For me, when they were both Liverpool players, we had the first and the second best winger in the league.
And remember, Diaz is versatile. You get a Rodrigo who similar profile. He's a left winger, but he can play on the right. He can play for the center.
Bro, I'm not opposed to Rodrigo, by the way. I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah. So what we're saying is, I feel like the loss of Diaz can't be understated. It can't be overlooked that we should just go, well, we got Gapo, so we're all right. Diaz was a big player for us. Whether people like it or not, Diaz was a big player. Even the way our playing style, now some people, well, I disagree. It's not about boring. I just think Cody is a little bit one-dimensional, whereas Diaz is the complete opposite. You don't even know what Diaz is going to do.
So if we're going for like, then would you not say, again, RIP, Jota's replacement would be Isak and Diaz's replacement would be Ekitique? We're gonna go like for like similarities of who we brought in.
No.
You don't think because
Nunez, you're forgetting Nunez.
So the Nunez replacement.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean literally in the squad. I mean if we're doing comparisons of player type, like we just said, our Gapo and Diaz are very different, which is what was good about having them in the squad. Diaz and Ekitique are both ball carriers. They're both unpredictable.
They're very different though.
No, but Ekitique is more
but
of
it's still a similar profile you can use in the team. Like if you
Yeah,
were going to
we've got
take
Wirtz.
anyone in the squad now
we've got
to play
Wirtz.
the way you asked Diaz to play, Ekitique would be the one that will be most likely able to carry out the same instructions in the same way Diaz would.
through the middle, but that's because here's what I'm saying. So
Wirtz
Ekitique is a
does that.
striker. Yeah, just gonna say Wirtz does that. Wirtz,
No, but Wirtz is a completely like he's a 10, so it's like totally different type of player.
I look at it like this: R.I.P. Diogo Jota. It's even weird even saying that. Obviously, I look at it as Ekitique is coming in to, I hate to say it again, replace Jota, and Nunez going out. That's where you're trying to get Isak, because you need two natural strikers. Like we can't get one striker and then the other one is like some multifunctional forward. Like I think Slot's made that clear. He wants two strikers. So I'm looking at it as the two strikers are Isak and Ekitique. And
who's a support striker more than an out-and-out striker, by the way? Ekitique is not an out-and-out striker. He's a support striker.
No. Ekitique just does everything. He's like Benzema. He's like Kane. He can do it all. He's like Lewandowski. He can
I'm not downplaying him. I'm just saying he's more of a facilitator than a gunman. Do you get what I mean? Him and Isak aren't the same.
I've been saying this from the beginning.
No. All right, so this is
Isak
where I
the
disagree.
one who's the more out and out forward. Ekitique is more of a support striker.
He's not a support striker. He's not
striker. They're both complete strikers, but they play the game differently.
Yeah,
they're both complete strikers. They can both drop in.
I think he's more of a support striker.
Just because you're good at facilitating, it doesn't take away from your goal prowess. What it is, though, is that Ekitique is just not at that level yet where we can sit there. Because look at Harry Kane. Bro, Harry Kane facilitates for days, bro. But you know what Harry Kane also does? He puts the ball in the back of net because he's that good. We're just waiting for Ekitique to do that. That's all there is, in my opinion. We look at Ekitique and go, he's a complete forward. He's got everything to his game. We just need now for him to then finish them chances that he's going to be given, and he's going to be an absolute madman. He's the project. Like, he's the one where we're looking at. Just to make you smile, bro. Remember when Klopp
I'm not going to disagree. I'll just...
Origi in the first game for the Spurs game, when he's like, remember when Klopp was like, this is gonna sound mad. This is a big pause, by the way. Klopp was like, we're gonna have fun with this player.
Get your lighter, man.
Yeah, let me get where's my lighter? I don't even have it. But remember when we said
we're gonna have fun with this player is not a bun up.
But you know what Klopp meant? He means like there's a lot of things that we can work on, but the potential is crazy.
I'm not downplaying Ekitique in any way. I just think that if you're gonna like for like with anybody in the squad, Diaz and Ekitique have got a lot of similarities. That's all I'm saying. They're both unpredictable. They're both great ball carriers. They're both skillful. They're both quick. I think there's a lot of similarities between Diaz. Just because one is a natural winger and one's a natural full striker doesn't mean they don't have a lot of similarities in their game.
No, I hear that.
But they do. They have a lot of similarities in their game.
I personally don't. Yeah, I don't.
No, I'm not saying he's a winger.
They have traits.
He's capable of playing wing. Do you know how easy it is to mold a 22-year-old forward with the skill set Ekitique has? It's very easy to turn him into a winger, you know.
Yeah, but why do that when
we don't want to do that? Bro.
No, I'm not saying you have to. But what I'm saying is, we know we like players who can play multiple different roles in the squad. And if Ekitike's got to play left wing, so be it.
No,
this is the best way.
Hold on. Slot like that. Do we know if Slot likes that or wants to do that?
Well, Slot did it with a few players this season. So
without his team, though, this is now becoming his team. So we had that on the clock. We don't know if Slot likes that. Also, another thing. Sorry to throw off the course, Matt. I hope I'm not stepping on your toes here. We keep on speaking about the left wing. I'm just going to play the other side of the coin here. Should we be speaking about right wing? Because from my estimation, as of right now, Gapo, Wirtz, Rio, and that's an absolute push. Ekitique can all play from the left-hand side if need be. If Mohamed ain't there, who the hell is playing on the right?
Frimpong.
Yeah. Hate to say it, won't like it, but that it looks like it's
100% it's
Frimpong is the backup. And it'll be a thing of, because I'm looking at it as, I reckon Salah's going to play 90% of games.
He has to, that's the problem.
Yeah, Frimpong will be there to cover when obviously AFCON, and not only that, if Slot just feels like, you know what, Mo's looking a bit tired, because we know what condition Mo's going to be in, but
I mean, at a push, Wirtz.
No,
Like, I guess at a push, I guess you could play Wirtz there as well.
this is my problem.
But
this is
Soboslai can play right wing.
All right,
is why
I've got a hot take
Rodrigo's
here.
actually the
I
best
think
option.
I've got a hot take here. I know a lot of people on this show still rate Chiesa, but I genuinely feel like Frimpong will give you more production than Chiesa, you know, on the right hand side in right wing. I'm not even joking.
Now that depends how fit you get Chiesa. Not a fit Chiesa.
No. But this is the problem, Chief. I don't think we're ever going to see that Chiesa again at Liverpool. Personally,
Maybe
I don't see it.
Maybe
Frimpong will give us more on that right wing than Chiesa, bro.
The fact that we're only going to get 10 mil for Chiesa leads me to believe it would be more productive to keep him than to get rid of him.
No, but he wants to go though. That's been.
I mean, if he's really screaming to leave the club, then fair enough. But if he's and ahhing, I don't see the harm in keeping him. What do we gain from a 10 mil sale of Chiesa?
No, but
he could fill in.
He wants game time minutes for the World Cup, innit? And we can't promise him them minutes, innit?
Yeah, you know again, if he wants to go, then that's totally different. But if he's okay with being backup, then I would keep Chiesa.
Yeah, I think if here's the thing, if Chiesa was willing to stay and just like battle, I think we'd
another super talented player that if we can get the best out of, like Chiesa is better than most of the wingers in this league.
I know,
but the version we saw last season,
that version needed a bit.
But maybe he said he had some personal issues, settling into a new league, getting used to the physicality. I don't know, but I'm willing to take another chance on Chiesa being backup right winger. I am. The 10 mil we're gonna get for him doesn't fill me with any like reason to get rid of him. Do you know what I mean? Like I'd rather. I know he's on 130 grand, but money ain't nothing, right, Cal? Like who cares about the wages? So. Really and truthfully, what's one more year at 10?
Chill. Wages we put through the books. Yeah. Wages we do put through the books. Transfer
you know, big up okay. Just said, well, what about if we actually keep Ben Doak for right wing cover then?
Oh. We're not doing this in 2025, Drift.
Well, then we're going to get 20, 30 mil from him if he goes there. That's the money that means that we don't need to get rid of Chiesa.
Drifty, we are not doing this in 2025, my bro. Not after the day I've just had either. We're not doing this today.
Well, no, but so we get 20, 30 mil for Doak, and then that means we don't have to sell Chiesa because we got money for Doak.
Put the Ben Doak in the bag, seal it up, and give it to the Uber driver, bro. Please, respectfully.
I'm gonna be real,
that's
man.
20, 30 mil.
We can't
that's
be rocking
20, 30 mil through the door.
It can't be Ben Doak 2025.
I know, but let me just ask the question. I'm not even saying Ben Doak should play. But considering he is better than Rio currently, why is everybody okay with Rio?
Can I be honest?
He's not better than Rio.
I'll be honest, Rio's better
he
right
is
now.
Currently.
No, he's not.
Come on, man. After the season Ben Doak just had on loan, there's no way anyone's going to gaslight me and tell me Rio currently better than Ben Doak.
I trust Rio more than I trust Doak, you know.
That's bias. That's crazy.
It might be. No, it might be.
That's crazy.
Rio.
I even know I think Rio is that guy. Look at the good loan spell that he just had at Middlesbrough.
I understand.
How can you tell me he's not further ahead or more valuable to the first team than Rio?
Genuine question.
Come on,
if Ben Doak was doing what he was supposed to be doing, he should be starting over Rio, even left wing, because Ben Doak can also cut inside. But you never guess what? Rio does more than Ben Doak, bro. Believe it or not, he actually does.
I don't know.
Do you know one thing about Doak? Doak is very good at getting past his man. But after that, bruv,
we're not talking about talent. We're talking about what he would offer the team right now.
Rio will offer more, bro.
It's obvious Rio is the better player.
All right, Drift,
but how can you tell me a player who's just had a whole season of men's football is not more prepared?
Do you trust the manager
than a 16-year-old from the youth academy?
Do you trust the manager?
Come on, man.
Do you trust the manager?
Of course I do.
The manager trusts Rio more than he trusts Doak. Hence why we're seeing more Rio starting than Doak.
No. I just think that he's just seeing what Rio's about. I don't think that's because he thinks he's better or he's more valuable to the team. He knows what Doak's about. He's seen him on loan. We would have watched him. We would have scouted him while he was on loan, kept up on him. We know what Doak offers. He just wants to see what Rio's about. It ain't because he thinks Rio is more important to the first team now. Plus, if Doak is going, he might not be risking the injury. He might be thinking it's best to not risk him getting injured so we can get the value of the player when we sell him. It does not mean that he thinks he is better for Liverpool right here, right now. If there was a game tomorrow, an important game tomorrow, Ben Doak has got way more experience to handle the pressure of that game than Rio does. And if you lot would play Rio again over Ben Doak tomorrow in an important game, that's wild.
On the right or left-hand side are you talking?
On the left, I'm going Rio.
Well, obviously, if they both play on either side, it depends which way you want to do it, innit? Ben Doak
if it's on
plays
the
right,
right-hand side, I'm going Ben Doak. But if we're sitting there saying that Ben Doak's going to be Salah's backup, then that's probably the biggest drop-off from starting 11 to backup in the league.
No, I want it to be Chiesa. But I was just saying, like, we do have Doak. Like, we do actually have Doak.
We're forgetting another player who we have that hasn't been sold. That's Harvey Elliott.
Well.
I was going to say, right, who would you rather play right wing, Harvey Elliott or Ben Doak?
Ben Doak.
Oh gosh,
100%. I want my winger to have pace and the ability to get past.
Yeah, but I want my
I love Elliott. You know that already, but I would much rather Ben Doak.
Harvey's got more game intelligence, bro. Can knit things together, bro.
Yeah, well, if it's not working, you change it. But if you're asking me who I will start in the game on the right wing, Ben Doak.
Nah, Harvey. I know you want the explosive.
I need my winger to have pace. And you lot know I love Harvey. I need my winger to have pace.
I understand that, but here's the killer.
What does he do after he gets past his man drift?
He'll cross the ball, bro. Or he'll attack the goal.
His crossing is bad though, bro.
No, it's not that bad.
No, drift on.
Come on, man. It's not that bad.
Are we acting like hold on. We acting like Elliott don't score goals from the right wing. He can't assist from the right.
Elliott's got the experience
I'm
as well.
I'm not downplaying Elliott. You just
wait. All right. Well, what's this? Champions League final. Are you starting Doak or Harvey Elliott on the right wing?
The thought of either of them replacing Salah frightens me.
No, but you have to pick one. I'm picking Harvey Elliott. It's not even a debate. Because you know what? Elliott's got the experience.
Then, you know what? Then it might only be Elliott from big game experience. Not because I think he's more suited to being in that role. Just big game experience. I would rely on him more. He's more used to big games. So it'd be like he can handle it mentally better than Doak. But if you're talking about his effectiveness on the match, because I'll give an example. Do you remember when we got that unfortunate injury to Mo in the 2017 Champions League final, right? We had to bring Lallana on.
Yeah.
Lallana is a supreme baller. Yeah? Technical, all of that. But look how much we lost because we didn't have any more pace on that right wing.
I understand.
So that would be what Elliott playing there's like. That's like playing Lallana on the wing.
Completely different, Drift. For a start.
Nah, bro, it's literally
it's completely different.
I understand Drew's point.
Lallana's never played right wing for Liverpool Football Club. So that first of all is just out of the question. Second of all, this isn't a Lallana. Playing wide right and playing wide left, two completely different things.
To be fair, Lallana has played wide at Southampton, you know.
Lallana's legs were gone. Now let's be real. Love Lallana. His legs were gone. Not to mention
at that time they weren't. He was getting injured a lot, but his legs weren't gone.
He's
still playing ball now.
How often does he play ball, Drew?
No, but what I'm saying is, bro, that was 8 years ago. So his legs were gone.
Cooked. I can't lie, Lallana cooked.
His legs were gone, bro.
Not in 2017, they weren't. Not then.
Lallana's best year was the 16-17 season. So you're talking about the 17-18 season.
Lallana had a pretty good campaign.
He was already having issues.
1920 when we won the league. He came off the bench a few times and contributed. So how can his legs have been gone 2 years before that?
Because he was physically able to do out right wing. Is that what we're saying?
No, he just hasn't got the attributes to be a winger. It's not because his legs were gone.
Because
he just don't have the attributes to play right wing.
His legs were gone to be a right winger. Then his legs were gone. I don't
think they were. Not in 2007.
Another thing we're neglecting as well. Whenever Harvey Elliott's played right wing, he's usually played there with Trent. Let's be honest, Trent has barely overlapped in the last couple of years. He's playing with Bradley and Frimpong. They are two players who will overlap a lot. And guess what? If there's someone I pick in the team who can find a threaded through ball for someone who's overlapping or underlapping, I'd pick Harvey Elliott a lot of the time. I think he can do that. Plus, it will take the onus of him to actually try and beat the man so he can either cross the ball or take a shot, which he has in his locker on both sides as well. Harvey Elliott for me is way ahead of Doak in terms of a right winger. Way ahead of him.
In terms of development and the overall player with ability, 100%. But suited to the role, I disagree.
Apart from pace, Doak has nothing to his game that rivals Elliott apart from pace and dribbling. Sorry, that is.
But pace and dribbling are the only attributes a right winger really needs.
No. Maybe in the 90s and early 2000s, the game has evolved since then. If that's the case, then Adama Traore is the best right winger in world football. Then.
No,
exactly.
But he's more suited to the right wing than Elliott.
But you need more. But you need more than just pace and dribbling to be.
Well, yeah, but Doak ain't like a doofus. He can cut the ball back.
I never said he's a doofus, but he can't. He has no final ball, so he can beat his man 100 times and then nothing comes of it. He has no final
that's
end product.
disingenuous, bro. Come on, that's not fair. Maybe the pressure of being in the men's team. Maybe we haven't seen it in the Liverpool kit. But if you go and overall look at like his long spell when he's in the youth team, he has end product. He don't just get past his man and then just lose it or kick it out of touch or like, come on. He's not like a doofus. But again,
never called him a doofus. He is not got a final delivery. There's no end product with him. And if you're gonna go from Salah to someone with no end product, then I'm sorry, I can't see where we're going there.
Well, we got a Soboslai who can play there.
This for me is why Rodrigo is a necessity rather than a luxury now.
Them conversations right there should prove to us that we should be getting Rodrigo. Because you see how there's not a unanimous, yeah, that's the player, this is the player, that's the player. Nah. We can't be doing that Harvey, Elliott, or Ben Doak or them man.
Do you think with the summer we've already had, even if we sell some players, we can spend another 300 million? Another 300 million.
Bro, I'm going to be honest. I don't know.
Why 300 million?
Because the rumors are that Rodrigo will be 80 to 100 mil. It ain't going to be no cheap signing.
From what I've seen today, it's about 65 mil Real Madrid are asking for.
No, I'm not saying that's wrong, but I've heard that if he's actually going to go, Madrid want 80 to 100 mil for him. He also was demanding 500 grand euros
that's
a week.
I'd ignore that, Jeff. That's
he's not going to get that. Where's he going to go? Where he's going to get that?
He's not getting that, bro.
Well, he's going to at least get 300.
Drift, where's he going to go where he's getting that?
What, you think if he leaves Real Madrid, it's going to be for less than 300 grand a week?
Yes, because he ain't got options like that, bro.
He can just stay at Real Madrid, bro.
What? And not, but they don't want him.
No, they do want him. He just don't want to play right wing anymore. Real Madrid aren't binning him off.
Okay, so what's his option?
He's not in Alonso's plans, bro.
Exactly. Stay and collect money or go to a club and get football so he can be prepared for the World Cup.
But guys, he's 23 years old, right? If he signs a contract, he's going to want 300 grand a week because he knows it's the same contract he'll have when he's 25, when he's 26, when he's 27. He ain't going to sign for 150 or something small like that. He's going to want 300 grand a week.
It might be around 200.
I reckon
he's gonna want more than 200, bro.
I reckon Rodrigo. Listen, I reckon we could. Rodrigo wages, I'm gonna say 200 and something, 220, 230.
220 plus bonus.
He ain't got even if you throw that on top of an 80 mil signing, then plus 130 to 150 for Isak, so you're already at 230 to 250.
Why are you worried about the money?
But you're going to the highest. You're going to the highest price point.
Matt, I'm not worried about the money. I'm being realistic.
You keep talking about the money though.
Conversation because we've still got 40, 50 mil we need to spend on Guehi or
Drift. You was the first person to say we're gonna have a big summer. We're having a big summer now. You're worrying we're spending too much money.
Well, of course I knew we'd have a big summer, but you lot want a 600 million pound summer. That's exorbitant. I remember the look you lot gave me when I said we're going to spend 300. You lot looked at me like I was a crazy person.
We are going to sell players, right? And if we do what we need to do this summer, that means we won't have to do that much next summer.
Exactly.
No, I get all of that, bro. But I'm just saying, if we're being realistic, do you think at this point where we've already spent 250, we will now go and spend 300?
Spend about 280
for the 250 we've already spent.
All right, watch this, because people are so worried about how much we're spending. Drift, listen to what I'm about to say. Hear this now. I had this prepared.
If we do this, it's even beyond the realms of
drop the net spin.
Watch this. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 8.5 million. Kelleher, this is including add-ons. This is everything. I'm doing it for ins and outs, right? Trent Alexander-Arnold, 8.5 million. Kelleher, 18 million. Kwanzaa, 35. Nat Phillips, 3 million. Luis Diaz, 65.5. Total net outgoings is 129 million. Incoming so far 116 verts. Remember, I'm adding the add-ons as well. I'm not just doing the base fee. 116 for verts, 79 for Ekitique, 40 million for Kirkes, 29.5 for Frimpong, 29 for Mamadash. I'm putting that on this year's books. Altogether, that is 283. So what did I say? So that's 283. Net spend is 154 million, bro. So far, why are we crying? Why are we worried?
No, nobody's worried. We're just having a realistic conversation about it being virtually.
But this is realistic.
Unrealistic.
This is realistic. The fact that we're bringing in a good amount of money, we've still got a Nunez to sell.
We still got players to sell.
We still got
no. I hear all of that, guys. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm just trying to add a little bit of reality to the scenario, because what you also have to remember is everyone you just said that left, their wages were absolutely nothing. 50 mil Diaz, 50 mil for Phillips.
Yeah.
Who else left? How much was Kelleher on 10? Bro, them and their wages weren't even nothing.
But Nunez is on a 140. The only two the only two high earners I've read on incomings is Florian Wirtz and potentially Ekitique. Kirkes, Frimpong, Dashvili, and I forgot to mention Armin Pesci, I think his name is. They're all on modest wages.
Modest? They're both on over 200 grand a week.
Ekitique. No, I said Wirtz and Ekitique are the only two.
But I'm talking about if we want Rodrigo and Isak, then you got to throw another Isak 300 grand a week easy. Rodrigo 250, 300 grand a week. Like, bro, remember, you can't just act like it's only.
But bro, I feel like you're stressing because we could be spending more money. If the money's there, why not spend it?
Add some realism to the scenario.
You're adding realism, but so is Matt though, because he just went through the net spend.
Remember,
and the fact that we still got players to
this is so far. So we brought in 129 so far, including Diaz. That's not including potentially Chiesa. That's not including potentially Nunez. That's not including potentially Elliott. There could be more, bro. That's more. That's more money being brought in.
Could be, and if we do it, I am all for it. I'm just being a little bit more based when it comes to the actual reality of us spending 250 million just on Isak and Rodrigo.
Right.
Wait, hold on, wait. Yeah. How is it going to be 250 mil for Isak and Rodrigo?
Because if we until we know that they can bring the price down and then you can change it, you just go with rounding it up to what the talk.
But then that's not being realistic.
150 for Isak and 100 for Rodrigo. That is what the talk.
No, Rodrigo won't be 100.
That's not being realistic, Drift, because for multiple sources it has been between 120 and 130 for Isak and around 70 million for Rodrigo.
So and you really believe we'll get Isak for that much? Come on, man. Newcastle are butthurt right now. It's definitely going to be more than that.
You're saying to speak about reality. No, you're saying to speak about reality, Drift. But if we're going based on all the reports we've seen and all the rumors, I've not seen anyone say it's going to be 100 mil for Rodrigo and 150 for Isak.
I have.
You've seen 100 mil where for Rodrigo?
I can't remember his name.
That must be euros.
He's a Geordie.
Rodrigo's not 100 mil, bro. I can promise you.
But he actually was talking and he was like, if Newcastle do decide to let Isak go, Liverpool need to understand it will be between 150 to 200 million. It ain't going to be the 120 being spoken about. Yes. If Newcastle actually realize they do have to bow down and be like, right, yeah, cool, you can go Liverpool. We are going to have to pay out
exclusive.
It ain't going to be no 120, boy.
Exclusive. Rodrigo. Isak will be between 130 and 150. Remember, you heard it here first, yeah?
Well, even that's still way more than 120, though, Matt. Which is my point.
No, but the whole premise is Newcastle want they want 150. That's what they want. Doesn't mean say they're gonna get. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, but you do realize they have a lot of power here.
I hear that. Prime example. Leverkusen wanted how much for Wirtz? They wanted 150 million euros. Leverkusen didn't have to sell Wirtz. They didn't have to sell him. They didn't have to sell him.
In the end, we including add-ons, we kind of gave them what they wanted.
We paid 100. Like Newcastle have got all the power. They actually haven't.
Nah, Cal, they do. 3 years left on his deal. They do have all the power.
bro.
Or they've got more power than anyone else in the situation.
No, they don't. They have just as much power as we do. Because I tell you what, if they don't sell Isak, who the hell are they buying?
Yeah, but then they would be keeping. They'd be
And
keeping
doing what with that squad in Champions League and League, bro?
No, of course it's beneficial.
Exactly. So
they still have
power.
the majority of the power in the scenario.
They don't. Listen to this, Drift. Yeah, Newcastle United need Champions. Not want. It's a necessity for them now. If they keep Isak and don't add to that squad, and God forbid Isak goes down with an injury, and they haven't added to that squad, they ain't got no goalkeeper, no new centre back, no new midfielders.
You do realize that they can buy without selling Isak, bro. They're not rich.
How's that going for them?
Yeah, because players have rejected them, don't mean they ain't got the money.
They can't up their
money tied up.
Their money.
This
All right, for example,
their wage structure, yes, but they've still got money.
Drift, even the fees. All right, for example, they want Wisa.
Why do you think they're trying to loan Ramsdale, bro? Ramsdale. Loan for Ramsdale.
Newcastle,
Dad,
bro. Newcastle in a bad spot right now.
Newcastle could spend between 80 to 120 million this summer without selling.
And they've already
Isak.
spent 55 on Elanga, so you might want to reduce that, bro.
But Cal said if they can still add to their squad without selling Isak.
Hear what I'm saying? Newcastle.
Matt, you just said they can spend how much, Drift?
And it might actually be after buying Elanga because I was watching them speak about this the other day.
What you said, bro.
Between 80 to 120.
So let's
without
go.
selling Isak.
Let's say it's 120. Let's just say it's 120.
No, let's just say 100. Put it down the middle. Call it 100.
Right.
Say they've got 100.
So they've spent 55 on Elanga.
No. Without Elanga, bro. They can spend another 100.
Where are you seeing this?
This is what I'm saying. Based on what, bro?
I was watching it. I can't remember his name. It was a Geordie journalist. Maybe he's biased. And he was explaining the whole situation of how Newcastle, how they feel, what the situation is, what Liverpool would have to do. I can't remember his name. I'll get it for you lot afterwards. I was watching it the day before, either yesterday or the day before yesterday. And he was explaining that Newcastle aren't as effed as everyone's saying, but they are in a predicament. You don't want an unhappy player, yada, yada, yada. But they're not as effed as everyone's making up. People are exaggerating how much trouble they're in. They're not in as much trouble as people are making out. Right. What they're struggling with is the wage cap because they want to make sure they have a wage cap because they can't just give anybody anything. So they do have a wage cap. I think it's 120 or 130 grand a week, which is low if you're trying to get top echelon players, right?
Am I right in saying?
And obviously, if Isak stays, you could be unhappy, and that'll be annoying. But they're not so effed. That's like, if they don't sell Isak, done. Wrap it up. They can't do nothing. They're not as effed as that, guys.
Am I right in saying Newcastle played 1 game a week last season?
Yeah, they went in Europe.
And they scraped European football because other teams around them messed up on the last day, right?
They mainly got it, but they done well because of Isak, innit?
All right. That's point number one. You'd arguably say their squad is the same as it was last season, right? We'd all agree.
Yeah,
Elanga is an improvement, but
they brought in one player, but the squad is exactly the same. Just added one person. Yeah.
And if we talk about wage structure, they are kind of screwed because why is a player going to go and sign for them when they could sign for someone else and get better wages?
Who though?
So why have they been rejected by so many players this summer, Drift?
Because those players have gone to the big six clubs.
Oh, you mean Man United?
Take the big six clubs out. Yeah, come on, man. We still know Man United have Paul. We do. Like, they do.
Brother.
They just got Mbeumo and Cunha, so they clearly have Paul, Cal.
And Mbeumo walks into that Newcastle team. I think we can all agree with that, right?
Yeah, he does.
And Mbeumo, if you're a footballer right now, Drift, and you're saying to yourself, bro, I can go and play Champions League football with Newcastle. We've got the richest owners in the world. Or I can go Man United, who finished 17th, have Onana in goal, and a manager who plays a very rigid system. Where are you going, Drift? If the money's the same.
But the money wasn't the same. Man, you paid him more.
Bingo, bro.
Yeah, but bro, the teams outside the top 6 can't pay more than Newcastle. So take away the fact that they lost a player to Man U, they're losing a player to City. Those teams... But they won't lose out. They won't lose out if they go in for the same player Brighton are going for, or West Ham are going for, or anyone like that.
And how often?
But that's why they're in a bad. Yeah, go on.
How often do Liverpool, Man U, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, and Man City go after players and go head to head with the teams like Brighton and Nottingham Forest and all that for a player? How often?
I don't know. I don't even
Very
know.
rarely. Newcastle finding out this summer.
Who the player is.
Newcastle find out this summer that if they want to shop in the big boy leagues, they're going to be shopping in the same leagues as the big 6 teams. Why? Because to get certain players, you have to have pool, and if you want certain players, those players are going to attract interest from other players. Why? Because they're top quality.
No, I get that, Carl, but the majority of the business by the top 6 is done now.
But it's not all.
So Newcastle are now competing with Villa, Everton, Nottingham Forest.
Who else wanted the Langer in the big 6?
I heard Tottenham wanted him. I don't know. I heard Tottenham wanted the Langer.
They had a free run at Langer.
If they really wanted the Langer, do you really think they?
No, I'm not saying maybe because obviously they got kudos in the end. They didn't need him, but I did hear that they wanted the Langer.
Guys, if I'm not mistaken,
have gone to another club because they couldn't offer wages that you sit there and go, "Raw, yeah, this is worth it going to Newcastle."
But they've only lost out to top 6 teams. Though.
No, but Jeff, here's what about 22 players this summer, bro.
No, here's what I'm going to say, many,
guys. In regards to Newcastle, they've lost out on literally majority of their targets for various reasons, whether it's wages, whether it's transfer fees. Newcastle are in a pickle. You're saying Newcastle in a strong position, Drift, yeah? Yes, they have the player, obviously, so they're in a strong position. However, they are badly weakened, bro. There is a reason why we're even going after Isak. You know, last year, we was told Isak was not for sale. He's not for sale. He's not for sale. All of a sudden, all these Newcastle journalists, they're saying the same thing. Now, all of a sudden, everyone's got squeaky bum time. We're really worried about the offer from Liverpool. They know what's about to happen. It's inevitable. It's going to happen.
No, of course.
I'm saying,
bro, but they've still got the most power in the situation because he's a player contracted them for the next 3 years.
All right, but here's the killer.
They have the most power out of everyone in the situation.
All right, but here's the killer. Isak has gone on strike, told the world he wants Liverpool. So not only that, they can't even do an auction, yeah, like what flipping Brighton done with Caicedo. He's just going to one club. So automatically, you kind of know, boom, yeah, one club.
No, he's coming to Liverpool.
Yeah. And
we're going to have to pay top dollar. We ain't getting him for cheap, bro.
Listen, bro. All right. Are you bothered if you paid 150 for Isak? Are you bothered?
No, I'm not bothered. So we were having a conversation about how much money we think we could spend. Yeah. And I'm saying if we're putting it into that situation, I don't see a world where Liverpool spend another 300 million from this point on. Do you get what I mean? I just think that's a bit too much to ask. All right. So, it would be amazing if they did it. I just don't think they will.
But here's the thing. So this is just my view. I haven't been briefed on this or anything. I genuinely feel like Liverpool have brought forward some of their transfers from that was going to happen next year to this year. And that's just due to targets being available that they didn't think was being available. The unfortunate and horrible incident with Diogo Jota. I just think the club have gone, do you know what? We're going to go big now. And then next year and the year after, we can kind of calm down, get one or two, do you know what I mean? Every kind of window or whatever. Because if you're Liverpool and you've kind of known for time that your squad does need like a refresh. Remember, remember when Klopp in his last year was like Liverpool 2.0? He just started that. Slot is out now having to finish that job now, innit? So really and truly, the money that we're spending is kind of like goes hand in hand, right? We have a net spend of only like 150 something mil. I think we're going to bring in more players as well. I don't think the outlay is going to look.
Our wages have massively increased, though. Our wage structure massively.
But don't forget, remember, Liverpool we're one of the
balance, though, bro.
We're one of the smartest clubs in the world. In 2 years' time, I hate to even bring it to people's attention. Salah and Virgil most likely going to be off that wage bill. So those are two of the biggest contracts.
Yeah, but 2 years is a long time in football, though.
Yeah, but Liverpool. Yeah, what? Wait a minute. What?
6 months is a long time in football,
bro.
Of course, 2 years is a long time in football,
bro. In 2 years, Salah and Virgil are going to be gone.
2 years is a long time,
but in my opinion, that's short, bro.
Guys, are we going to sit here and act like things can't change within 6 months in football? Do you know how quick things turn around in football? 2 years is a long time in football. It's 2 years in football is a very long time.
Go like that. 2 years just go like that.
Yeah, because life goes quickly. But in football, 2 years is a long time. So much can change in 2 years in football. So we can't act like, oh, yeah, like it's a long time.
But this is in a certain, whether you think it's like long in football or I think it's short per se, yeah, we know what's going to happen. They're going to leave. Those are the two biggest, highest earners. They're off the wage bill. So all these wages that you're worried about, which you shouldn't be worried about, it's not going to matter that much because let's keep it about. If we do get all these players that we think we're going to get, Liverpool will be winning trophies, right? Which brings in more revenue, which means we can pay for these wages, pay for these players.
You want to know what's crazy, yeah? And I'm not even against what you're saying, bro. I'm not even saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm just trying to give a balanced other side view, right? But what is crazy is, and all jokes aside, every single one of you, even and if I could see the eyes of the people in the chat, it would have been the same. Called me crazy when I said we're going to spend. Do you know who our owners are, Drift? Are you, when have Liverpool ever spent this much? And then all of a sudden, because we are having a great summer, now everyone's telling me I'm the one who's being stupid because I'm saying we're not going to bring in 4 players on.
I'm not saying you're being stupid. I just think you're not 500 million. No, but what you predicted is happening, and we're understanding, and now we're seeing it, and now we're going.
You're not hearing what we're saying.
Of course I'm hearing it because I kind of agree with it.
So this is what I'm baffled.
I'm just giving you a balanced view from the other side for sake of conversation.
No, but every time we give a balanced view, though, but every time we give a balanced view, we counter it with like pretty much factual information.
No. The Newcastle stuff, I think you lot are way off. Newcastle aren't like effed for PSR. They can buy players. They do have money. They just can't start spending the money they want. They've got the richest owners in the world, and they'd love to be able to go and buy the Neymars of the world, but they can't do that. But they're not effed. They're not in a situation where, all right, let me ask you.
Why say they're broke?
So hold on, wait.
But you're making it say that we're saying broke.
Why are they trying to loan Ramsdale then?
Because they're being smart. No, bro, because they're being smart. Not because
they wanted Trafford,
broke, they can't do anything else.
They wanted Trafford.
Why did Arsenal loan David Raya for a year before buying him?
Because they spent too much.
And they didn't have enough money to complete the deal.
No, they were being smart. It was better to put it on next year's books.
Because they didn't have enough money. Just say what it is, bro. They didn't have enough money then to cover it. So they took out a loan deal so they could pay it the next year. It was
I don't know whether they have money or not. That's what I was told. It was smart to put it on next year's
We all know what it was. It was a catalogue.
But they were going to pay 25 mil for Trafford, Cal.
Yeah.
So that means they've got money for a goalkeeper, bro.
Had money for a goalkeeper.
Who've they bought since Trafford picked City, bro?
Because everyone rejects them because they ain't got the wage limit.
No, Cal, you're not making sense, bro. You're saying they're loaning Ramsdale because they don't have money, but they were going to pay 25 mil for Trafford. So where's the money gone for Trafford if they haven't bought anyone?
If Newcastle are in such a strong position, why?
No, I never said such a strong position overall on the Isak scenario because he's got 3 years left on his deal, bro. And do you lot honestly believe if they don't buy Sesko, they sell Isak?
They're probably going to.
Is anybody going to sit here and tell me that if they don't buy a striker,
say that again?
If they don't buy a striker, you lot telling me they're going to sell Isak. So
I think they will get a striker. It might not be Sesko.
And Sesko fail.
Holes in their squad.
No, but Cal, if Wissa and Sesko fail to get over the line and Newcastle don't sign them, do you lot think they're going to sell us Isak?
They might not have a choice, Drift.
So who they going to play up front, Cal?
That's not our concern, bro. I don't care.
But you don't think it's their concern, bro?
No, Newcastle will get. No. I think Newcastle will get a striker. It just might not be Sesko. That's all it is.
Well, if that's the case, then fair enough. But the point I'm making is, we ain't getting Isak if they don't buy a striker, bro. If they don't get a striker, they are not selling Isak. What, you think they can go into the season with no forward?
No, but I think they will get a striker though.
Well, we got to wait for that striker to come through the door first.
No, we don't.
Newcastle ain't selling Isak till they buy a player.
We just sold Diaz before we bought a player.
Yeah, but we're not desperate. Newcastle sell Isak and then they're desperate. Then they've got no striker, Cal. And the season starts in 2 weeks and they've got no striker. Come on, man.
All right, we'll
Come
see.
on, guys. We need to pray. I'm looking at the Sesko to Newcastle stuff just as much as I'm looking at Isco to Liverpool. Because if they don't get Sesko, we don't get Isak, sorry.
I'm saying this.
I was told if we got Ekitique, we wouldn't be going for Isak as well. So
that's a different situation.
Not a different situation.
It is, bro, because Liverpool aren't the ones who were desperate. If
I was told
Isak,
if we're getting Ekitique, Isak ain't going nowhere. Well, look at it now.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing.
I was told if Newcastle get Ekitique, they'll sell Isak. Guess what? They didn't get Ekitique. I was told
but they haven't sold him yet, bro. He's not left yet.
And the window's not shut yet. This is what I'm saying. Everyone keeps on saying this, that, and the other. Everything that's been said so far this summer ain't really meant a damn, has it? Because I was told Newcastle getting Ekitique. Where's Ekitique? In Hong Kong right now with the boys. I was told if we get Ekitique...
No, they just made a bid for him. Nobody said he was definitely going there.
Hold on.
They just made a bid for him.
Are we really doing this?
Bro, they just made a bid. They didn't really want him.
to Newcastle was shot down within like 24 hours, Cal.
Bro, they wanted Ekitique.
Yeah, but he got shot down in like 24 hours. It weren't a saga.
What happened?
They made a bid and then it got rejected. And
this is what happened. We said 120 for Isak. They said no. They said, all right, then cool. We're gonna go and get Ekitique. We said, no. If you're not gonna give us Isak, we'll just go and get our other option, Ekitique. Lo and behold, we said, actually, do you know what? We're not done yet. Give us Isak. They said no. And we're saying, give us Isak.
Now we're having a different conversation because Liverpool are bossing up and we're one of the biggest clubs in the world.
Right. But
Newcastle
you're saying
might not have our level of power. Newcastle don't have our level of power, but they're still a big enough club that they're not going to go into they're not going to start a season with no senior striker just because Isak asked to leave. Are they stupid? Do you think they're idiots?
I understand that, but what I am saying is, I think, listen, you've got the reports are, what's his name? Jackson's been linked there, Weiss has been linked there, Sesko's been linked there, Ollie Watkins has been linked there. I do think they get a striker.
But one of those players has to be almost there, or there has to be some form of agreement before they let Liverpool take.
How about this? I'm
going to say they're going to leave themselves with no striker. Come on, man.
Specifically, if it's Sesko, they're spending that money knowing they're getting the Isak money. Specifically, if it's Sesko, 100%.
Yeah. I agree with that.
But again, Drift, remember, you were saying, Ekitique, I just wish it was Isak. Bro, we still got a very good chance of getting Isak. Obviously, Newcastle needs to get replacement. Everyone knows that. I do think eventually they will get a striker. Yeah. You're just thinking of the worst case scenario.
Like you said, things have changed. And when we signed Ekitique, I thought it was going to be Rodrigo and Ekitique. That's what I thought. And that's another reason why I was annoyed, because I thought we'd given up on Isak. And then Rodrigo and Ekitique, I was like, that don't sound good compared to Isak. You know what I mean? But obviously, like you said, things change. And now I'm over the moon that we're going back for Isak. But I still don't think that means that Liverpool can get Isak without Newcastle replacing him first. Like, I don't think that happens.
Let's just forget all the semantics. Do you think Liverpool getting Isak, yes or no?
I do, yeah.
Cal?
Yes.
So do I. So what is this?
The conversation was about Rodrigo. The original conversation was about getting Rodrigo on top of Isak. And that's when I said I think that's a little bit.
But the conversation morphed into how strong Newcastle are and rare. Bro, we're getting Isak. And that sounds very...
I think Newcastle will replace him.
Yeah,
that's why. I think Newcastle will replace him. But if they don't, they're not selling him. They're not selling him if they don't. I'm telling you.
I think we get Isak.
Even if it got down to the point where we gave them Nunez, it would still be a replacement.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean? They are not letting Isak go if they don't have a replacement.
I will be shocked if I don't know, by the end of the window, the only player they brought in is Elanga. I will be so shocked. I mean, I know I've been laughing at Newcastle in terms of the business that they've done and it hasn't worked, but I will be shocked. Plus, I already know what's going to happen, but I'm just not saying nothing.
I wouldn't even be surprised if there's a player that goes to Newcastle we haven't even thought of. Like,
even that as well.
I don't think this individual, like someone like Mateta or someone, or Boniface or someone like we haven't even thought of. But right now, Newcastle are scouting the world trying to find who can we actually have as a forward.
There's
You get what I'm
strikers
saying?
out there that Newcastle
Yeah,
can get.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I'm not worried. I am not worried at all. It's. I
But
think
I'm
people are
paying
maybe
attention to Newcastle's transfer activity. That's for sure.
no, everyone is, and I think everyone's probably like overly thinking, oh no, because Sesko might go Man United, which is true. Don't think if Sesko goes Man United, that means we're not getting Isak. I need people to understand that that's not how it's working. Trust me, people, that's not how it's working.
No, yeah, because they'll hopefully get Boniface or
They're
Watkins.
gonna
or
get a
somebody
striker,
else.
bro.
But they definitely have to bring in a striker before they let us have Isak. There's no way they let us have Isak without them already having some assurance that somebody's coming through the door.
Yeah.
No way, bro. Because
Yeah,
then they
but-
could literally be left with youth players to play up front,
Which
in
is
a
not going to
Premier League
happen. This is what I'm
opening day of the
saying.
season.
This is
There's no
Listen,
way Newcastle can. let that
I'm going to
happen.
sit here on record. I don't believe
No
Newcastle won't sign a striker. They will get a striker. Their fans might be disappointed or not. I don't know, because I don't know who the striker is going to be. I genuinely don't know. But I am very confident Newcastle will get a striker. And I am
so
very
am I.
confident
So am I.
Alexander Isak will be a Liverpool player. I am
Alright,
very confident.
before we move on from the forward line, let me just ask you a little quick question then. It's a easy yes or no. Are Liverpool going to spend over 300 million and Rodrigo and Guehi will be added to Isak?
I don't think Guehi will. Rodrigo is 50-50.
I think we get
Okay.
another forward. Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah,
No,
I'll
Rodrigo.
say yeah.
Rodrigo.
Oh, but it
Do
has
you
to be
think we'll-
Rodrigo.
It has
That's
to
the
be
thing.
Rod, because that's the conversation we're having.
No,
Rodrigo,
well, it's either
Isak.
No, but it could be another
Fofana.
forward. It just might not be Rodrigo, and it still costs
Oh
the
no, I
same.
think we're going to bring in another forward. The conversation was, will we go and spend 100 million on Rodrigo? That was the
I think
conversation.
Rodrigo's a 50-50. I don't think Guehi's happening at all.
We're gonna, as things currently stand, he's not happening.
Because I think Cal was hitting the nail on the head way more, thinking of a Fofana type. That's the type I think we'll look at to bring in for a while.
I think we might look at that,
a
but
Fofana type player.
I think if in an ideal world, Fofana would be the Chiesa replacement, and
Sorry, one
Rodrigo
second.
would be the Nunez replacement. In an ideal world,
Yeah. But so you're 50-50, it'll be Rodrigo.
yeah.
Okay. That's less than I thought it would be based on the conversation we're having.
No, I'm saying I really want us to get Rodrigo. I think it's 50-50. Isak, I think, happens.
Oh yeah, I would love us to do that.
But
What,
I don't
flex
think
on the league like that, Cal. Rodrigo and Isak, bro. I'm here for all of that, bro.
I don't think we get Guehi.
I think we get Guehi more than we get Rodrigo.
I don't, you know.
Well, you think we'll wait and get him for free?
I just don't think Palace are gonna like budge on their valuation. I don't think they're in this mindset of negotiating and all that. I think
All right. Well, so let me ask you then, bro. To flip it back to the conversation we were just having.
Let's cut you as well. I also think if we get a solidified price or a confirmed price for Guehi, I think you'll see other clubs start to circle around, like your Chelseas, etc. So that could become a problem as well.
But why would you suggest Palace have power still in this scenario, but just said Newcastle don't?
I'm not saying
1
Palace
year left, then he leaves for free, bro.
No, there's a difference between having power and someone just not being like.
No, but they lose him for free then, which F's them over.
No, fair. Yeah, but that's
Crystal Palace way less than Newcastle can lose out on money.
No, Newcastle. This is what I keep on. This is what I think
in the Champions League, Cal. They make more revenue. Crystal Palace cannot let a player go for free.
Yes, and because they've made more revenue, their outgoings have become more. But it's like life. We might get a new. If let's say, for example, you're on 30K a year, you live within your means. If you go up to 50K a year, it's brilliant, right? You've increased by 20K, but I guarantee your outgoings are gonna rise along with that, right? Newcastle's outgoings have risen along with getting Champions League football. So now they can't go back to 30K.
How?
But do you not think they have to pay bonuses out? Do you not think that they're going to have to pay more now to actually host games, which means they're bringing in revenue? Yes, but they still have to pay more because they're hosting more games. So what do you think happens on match days, bro? Security, staff, and all that. You think that's free?
Crystal Palace are in Europe. They got to do the same thing, bro.
Bro, it's not an expectation.
Crystal Palace probably had to pay bonuses for winning the FA Cup.
It's not a... Probably not. They probably
Bruv,
don't even
of
have
course.
that in their contract.
You don't think that they got bonuses for winning a trophy for Crystal
They
Palace?
might
bro?
have, but I guarantee the Newcastle players got more of a bonus, bro. Because why would you go to
But
Newcastle?
Newcastle already know they've made 80 to 100 mil from Champions League football, bro. That's the whole point of why Champions League qualification is such a big deal, Cal. Because you make revenue immediately just from that.
Drift. Newcastle need to be in the Champions League. It's not even close. Crystal
No,
Palace
but they
need
have
to
got
be in
more
Europe.
power than Crystal Palace have with comparative scenarios of the players. If Guehi goes for free, Crystal Palace are effed. They
No,
are
they're
not a
not.
club that can let big players go for cheap. or
Why
for
they
free.
effed? Why they effed?
Because they barely make revenue, Cal. It's Crystal Palace, bro.
Yeah, but so hold on. All right, barely make revenue. How much do you reckon they could get for Wharton next season if he has a good season?
No, but bro, that's ifs and buts. We're talking about guarantees here.
Everything's ifs and buts, Drift. If Wharton has a good season next season, how much money do you think they can get for him?
I don't know, 70 to 100 mil, maybe.
All right, then, bro. So,
but why would they not want 50 mil on top of that?
Because they just might not want to budge on the price, bro. It might be Liverpool going, we're only going to be 30, and Palace is saying we're not taking less than 45.
I'm just confused. I'm just confused how you've got more, what's the word? Like confidence in Crystal Palace holding frame over Guehi.
Because Guehi's already come out and said he's not
over Isak.
Because Guehi's already come out and said he's not going to force a move and he's happy to play out his contract. Isak's not saying that. Isak's saying,
I haven't heard that Guehi said that. And if Guehi said that, then that could change if he realizes, maybe I've got to do what Isak did and force the move.
Yeah, if that changes, then we'll have a different conversation. But as of right now, he's training. He's happy at Palace. He's doing promo work for Palace.
Yeah, because he's captain and he's professional. But I'm sure he's telling them, take the deal.
We don't know if he's saying that, bro, because nothing's happening. We know Isak's saying stuff.
I'm not saying it's definitely happening. I'm saying there is a very good possibility behind the scenes. He's saying to his agent and to Palace, I want Liverpool, bro. Get it done.
He might be. But as of right now, it doesn't show that that is happening, right? I still think
losing him for free means that even if he's willing to do it, they don't have a lot of power in the scenario because him leaving for free is not good.
The reason they have more power is because the player is not kicking up a fuss, bro.
No, but they lose him for free, Cal. So that takes away the power, even if the player doesn't even care. If Guehi don't care, fair enough. But Crystal Palace cannot have £100 million asset who's already half price because of his contract.
He's a £100 million asset.
In the world and the market we live in now, if Guehi had 3 years left on his deal, he'd be an 80 to £100 million player. This market is so skewed, bro, and so all over the place. He's a 24-year-old best England international defender. He would be somewhere in that 70 to 100 mil ballpark. Easy.
So let me ask you a question. Bro. Let me ask you a question. If Ibu came out and said, I'm not going to force a move from Liverpool, I'm happy there, and I'm still negotiating a contract, but Real Madrid came with 30 mil, would you accept that?
If we were going to be bringing in Guehi...
No. I didn't say anything about it. Would you accept that? Yes or no?
Well, obviously there's context.
No, there's no context. Would you accept the deal? Yes or no?
Of course there's context, bro. There's context in everything.
It's a yes or no, bro. Would you accept 30 mil for Konate with a year left on his deal? Yes or no?
No.
Why not?
But the comparative with Liverpool and Crystal Palace,
why wouldn't you?
We're rich and they're not. We've got a title to win. Crystal Palace don't. It's totally, come on, bro. It's totally different. You have to add context.
Why wouldn't you accept 30 mil for him?
Because he's worth more than that.
Even with a year left on his contract, he's still worth more than that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So don't you think Crystal Palace are in the same position in their thinking, I ain't selling him for £20 million less than I think he's worth. So in my estimation as a Crystal Palace fan or Crystal Palace hierarchy, the 30 mil that Liverpool might be offering, it might be better off keeping the player who might, even take us to the promised land of getting Conference League glory, which gives us even more money to play with. And then maybe next season we can sell a Wharton and but they could be selling Eze as well this summer. They don't need the money like that. Let's be real. They really don't.
But they've got to bring in replacements. So of course they need money, bro.
Yes, but they're not shopping at the same place that Newcastle are.
No, but the point is, bro, is the comparison
That is the
of
point. That is
the
the context.
comparison of us selling Ibu and them selling Guehi aren't the same because we're wealthy and we can write that money off way easier than Crystal Palace can.
Let me ask you a question. If
We just
sell
lost
Ibu,
Trent for free, remember?
yeah, and look how quickly we dealt with that situation.
Because we're rich. Palace can't do that, bro. Palace ain't rich, bro. Palace don't make bank. Palace, come on, bro. Palace cannot let their prize asset leave for free, Cal. They ain't built like that, bro. They're not built like that.
So what happens if they sell Eze then?
Oh, they've got to bloody replace him for a start. Otherwise, they'll win in relegation battle.
Okay. So let's say they sell Eze for 68 million. Do you think they're going to go and buy a replacement for 60 million for Eze?
No, they won't buy a £50 million replacement.
So what? They'll spread that 68 million around a few positions in the team, right?
Well, another 35, 40 mil for Guehi on top would mean that they can spread it a little bit more.
Keep on speaking about Guehi. If they sell Eze, which looks very likely to be happening this summer, for 68 mil, let's say, they will spread that money around, right?
I don't know what they'll do with it. Maybe, I guess.
Come on, Drift, man. What else are they going to do with it? Seriously, what else are they going to do?
Maybe they will just try and buy like a 40 mil player to replace Eze, and then that'll be it. We don't know what they're going to do, bro.
What's this, sir?
60 mil doesn't go that far in football.
What's this? What we're talking about now?
It doesn't at our club. Do you know why? Because we're shopping for the best players in world football. Crystal Palace aren't doing that.
No, but they still can't just lose. Matt, what me and Cal were arguing over is I asked Cal why he thinks Crystal Palace have got more power with Guehi than Newcastle do with Isak. And that's what our discussion is. I believe personally that because Crystal Palace have way less money than Newcastle, there's absolutely no world where we can sit here and say we can't bully Crystal Palace for Guehi just the same way we can bully Newcastle for Isak, if not easier, because Crystal Palace in the end can't lose their prime asset for free. So they would much rather take 40 than haggle for the extra 10 or 50 and then he goes for free over Newcastle, who technically can just say, Isak, sit down. I know you're unhappy, but there's no way we're playing without a striker this season, so you're going to have to just deal with it. So I think we got way more power over getting
you said we got more power getting Guehi than to Isak.
Where do you see? Plus Chelsea have a clause in the contract as well.
I think with Guehi, so Guehi's got a year left, right, guy? He's got a year left on his deal.
He's got a year left.
And apparently said he's not going to sign. See, the thing is, I don't know how stubborn. What's the Palace chairman's name again?
Rick Parrish.
Yeah, he can be stubborn to the point where he's like, unless he might lose him for free, knowing that I think Palace are in Europe this year as well, so they might need to count on Guehi even more. So I guess just like Isak, could we bully Palace just as well as we could bully Newcastle? Potentially, yeah, we could, but I just feel like Guehi hasn't gone on strike though. Isak has, and I think Isak not going on tour and making it public what he wants compared to Guehi is a bit different. I think what Isak is doing is putting a lot of pressure on Newcastle, whereas Guehi isn't.
But what if behind the scenes, because he's the captain and he wants to be more professional, it might not be a thing, but behind the scenes, he's probably got his agent still telling Crystal Palace, look, he wants to go.
Like, no, I think Guehi will still most likely go. But like I said, I just think it's a bit different because Isak has done the public thing, whereas Guehi hasn't. And we don't know, as far as I don't know anyway, whether Guehi, I think he wants to leave, but I don't know if he's going to push to leave like that. I don't know, as strongly as Isak.
And that's true. But I still think that's
my premise on it.
Power. That still doesn't give Crystal Palace power because he walks away for free. And a club like Crystal Palace can't lose an asset like that for free. They just
I understand that. Yeah. Palace
they
don't
have money like that.
I understand that. I mean, listen, with Guehi though, I mean, we'll talk about it now because let's move topics. We'll talk about Guehi. Liverpool need a centre back, and what I find kind of mad already is that one of the first things I saw, I think it was last week, that Joe Gomez has already been sent home due to a minor Achilles problem. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be the first person to say this because I was thinking of it and I was like, I'll ask you guys both this. Have we made a mistake selling Kwanzaa instead of selling Gomez due to availability? Did we make the wrong move there, in your guys' opinion?
I don't think you would. I don't think you'd get the same amount for. So if you're talking about the profit we made, then it was better to sell Kwanzaa.
Yeah, you're thinking of money, but I'm talking about availability. So as things currently stand right now, we've only really got 2 centre backs.
For availability reasons, yes, we made a mistake. Then yeah, Kwanzaa's way more reliable than Gomez. Yeah,
because imagine the tour's just started and Gomez has already flown back home. That's not good at all. I think Slot kind of done what Klopp did with his wording. He kind of said, "Oh, we got options. We got Endo can play there, Gravenberch can play there." Surely Slot does not think those are the 2 options that we would be looking at if we don't bring in a centre back. Because I think is very, very crucial we bring the centre back. Again, you're relying on Virgil again to play every game. You're relying on Ibu, who can get an injury as well. That is an issue in my opinion.
That's why I believe Guehi's coming to Liverpool, mate. I truly believe when this window shuts, Guehi's a Liverpool player. 100%.
Okay. What about you, Cal? Do you think Guehi's going to be a Liverpool player?
I think we get a centre back. I don't think it'll be Guehi though.
Okay, you just think we'll bring the centre back.
I hope we get Guehi. I want to make that clear. I hope we do. I just don't think we will.
Who do you think we'd go for, Cal?
No idea. I feel like if we're going to go for someone, I think he'll be a younger profile centre back.
What about Diamande? You know the Sporting said about that Palace was supposed to get to potentially replace Guehi.
Yeah.
Do you think we might look at him potentially if we can't get the Guehi deal over the line?
Yeah, I think we look at him. I think we look at Cresswell from Toulouse. I think we look at Scalvini. I think we look at a bunch of these up and coming centre backs. I just don't.
Is that the under-21 England Cresswell?
Yeah.
He's all right still. I don't know if he's Liverpool level yet, but at the under-21s he was good.
Yeah, we have to get centre back. I don't want to see.
Can I just go back and say, remember when I said about the 5 centre back thing? You now see.
We've only got 3 at the moment, bro.
No, right now we've got 2.5.
2.
No, come on. We're not gonna call him half a man.
No. It's just availability. When I said it,
available right now, he's not available. We've got 2 centre backs.
Oh no, I'm just talking about bodies in the squad.
And it was so apparent when we had
in the squad. We've got 3.
It's just a shame with Gomez's injuries because really and truly Gomez should be that one that's dependable where you go, all right.
No, you're right, but it's a surprise, Matt.
No, it's not a surprise. It's really not.
And that's why I kept on saying about the 5 centre back thing because again, here's the killer, right? If we need Frimpong to fill in right wing, we have no other right back. So if Conor Bradley goes down with an injury or suspension, in an ideal world, it'd be Joey G who fills in that spot right at the time.
But the thing is, though, Cal, I think what you're doing is you want perfection, which I understand. But I do think the club.
No, but I'm also based on the squad and the individuals in the squad. Love Ibu. I can't sit here and go, Ibu's going to be fit for the whole season. I can do that with Virgil, even though obviously injuries can happen to anyone. I can sit here and go, I think Virgil will be fit for 95% of the season. Can't do that with Ibu and I can't do that with Gomez.
No, I fully understand that, but it kind of goes back into
they become one player effectively. If that's the case, they become one player because between the 2 of them, they can't be fully relied upon.
And that's why the attack and defense are both just as important. Because let's just say we didn't get Isak, and let's say it was just Ekitique. That would mean we've only just got 1 striker because it does look like Nunez is going to go. You can't go into the season with just 1 striker, and with the centre backs, you can't go into the season with just 2 centre backs and 1 centre back. That's never really available. That's why Isak and Guehi or a centre-back are very, very vital. So even though I think, I want a Rodrigo as well, and I do think we can't underestimate we need someone to replace Diaz, I do think Liverpool are looking at it as centre-back is a must, striker is a must. We cannot go into the season with one striker. We cannot go into the season with 2 centre-backs and 1 centre-back that's always injured.
I'll go as far as saying if we don't sign at least 1 centre-back, then it's 50-50 on if we win the league or not.
Does it undo, guys? Just quickly, guys, before you say anything else.
Undo this.
No. If we don't buy a centre-back, let's say we get Isak and say we wasn't able to bring the centre-back, do you guys feel like it kind of not undoes, but it's still a major issue that we're always going to be thinking, all right, we've got a great first 11, but if there's any issue at centre-back, we're in problems?
No,
It'll be
yeah.
frustrating. I wouldn't
Will
doubt
be a
it.
bit lopsided,
sound,
right?
it might sound absolutely insane to say this off of the back of signing Wirtz and Isak in the same
I know
summer,
what you're gonna say.
but if we don't buy a centre back, it wasn't a great window. You can't call it a great window if you go into the season weak. And if Cal's right in saying we need 5 and we've only got 3 and we don't even buy 1,
Yeah,
that's underprepared. That can't be a great window. It can't be a great window, can it?
I agree, because you have to address the issues that you have, and those issues we have right now are centre back. We have an issue, and strikers we have an issue. We just have one recognized striker. Because I'm not counting Nunez, because I think Nunez is going to go. If Nunez stays, that's a different conversation. You got 2 strikers there, right? You got 2. Whether people like it or not, whatever people's feelings on Nunez, whatever. The point is, he's another striker. But as things currently stand right now, I do think he's going to go. And I think we have to get a striker. We have to get a centre back. It is imperative.
Yeah.
It is imperative.
That's why it's really
a long
annoying
season,
me.
guys.
That's why it's really annoying me, guys, that we're not going to challenge Chelsea for Hato. It's really bothering me because you don't know how much I think that kid's going to be a star, and we're just giving Chelsea a free run at him, and it's really annoying me because Hato and Guehi, that's me. If you said to me right now, what's my dream summer from now to the end? I say Rodrigo, Isak, Hato, Guehi, taking over the whole world.
If you could only pick 2 signings, I'm guessing you were all going to be in the same, right? A centre back and a striker. You'd rather miss out on Rodrigo or a Malik Fofana or something, knowing that you got a striker.
Isak.
Isak. Yeah. I agree with that.
I'm like Dick though. I think it's going to sound proper greedy considering the great work we've done so far. 4 players, a left winger, a striker, and 2 centre backs makes this the greatest window in Liverpool's history. This window might never be able to be touched ever again, depending on how some of the signings work out.
Yeah. Listen, man, one of the greatest.
If we got Isak, Guehi, and Rodrigo.
Isak, Guehi, Rodrigo, and like a Nathan Zizi.
Oh, Bob, that would probably be the best window that's ever existed in the history of top flight football.
The only one that can rival that is Real Madrid 2008.
Nah, it doesn't.
What I will say about Hato,
nothing rivals it. Nothing rivals it.
At centre back in the Prem, him and
I'm always prepared, right? I'm always prepared.
No, bro, that Real Madrid window was out of this world.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Let me say the Liverpool team before you say the Real Madrid team. Look, before you say Real Madrid team, let me see Liverpool. Mamadashvili, Kirkes, Frimpong, Wirtz, Rodrigo, Ekitique, Guehi, and Hato.
Oh, yeah, I didn't have. Okay, fair play. I didn't have. All right,
bro. That Real Madrid summer don't beat that, my bro.
All right, Real Madrid. Sorry, I got the year wrong. 2009. I've actually got right. They spent 257 million euros. Estan Granero. I remember he's a midfielder. I can't remember. I think he might have come from Getafe. Arbeloa, Alvaro Negredo, Raul Abiol, Benzema, Xabi Alonso, Kaká, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Insane window. But I still think ours is better if we was to get the 4.
I think that one might take you, Drew. When you see what they went on to be, when you see what some of the players went on to be.
Benzema, Alonso,
part will be unfair because Kirkes could become the world's best left back. Hindsight.
No, I hear that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I caveat by saying depend on how the signings work out. On paper, it's phenomenal, but we have to see how they work out.
If you think that, I can't even be angry because that window was out of this. I don't even know how Real Madrid did that window, if I'm being honest.
Now, Ronaldo went on to be their greatest goal scorer of all time.
But R1, if we get Isak, Rodrigo, Guehi, and Hato to add to Frimpong, Kirkes, Mamadashvili, and Wirtz, but I don't know how you beat that window. I really don't know how you beat that window. Mamadashvili might be a world beater. Kirkes might be a world beater. Wirtz is a world beater. Isak is a world beater. Ekitique could be a world beater. Rodrigo is a world beater. Guehi could be a world. Hato could be a world. Bro, that window is insane. If we was to do that, that's the most insane window I've ever seen in my life.
It'll be something else. All right, before we get into the supers, let's touch on the last topic then. We know what the last topic is. We kind of spoke about it already. It is Isak. Now, the latest that we've seen so far is that Liverpool have this bid ready. Newcastle were just waiting for the green light to go ahead and bid for Isak. Kat, I'll start with you. At the start of the summer, Newcastle said he's just not for sale. Liverpool approached Newcastle and said 120. Newcastle said he's not for sale. Lo and behold, we are now here. Alexander Isak has now played his part, in my opinion, and that is now he is forcing a move to Liverpool by any means possible. He's refused. In my opinion, I said it. Big up the people that caught me on. I can't remember what show it was, but I said with the Celtic one where Eddie Howe said, it was my decision because of speculation. I think Isak said, I'm not playing. I'm not traveling. I'm not going. I said that from day. Do you think this move happens, Cal? And if so, do you think we're going to have to end up paying what Newcastle want? And that is 150, or do you think we get a deal done a little bit cheaper?
I think we get a deal done a little cheaper. I'm going to be real with you, bro. My robe's ready, my sunglasses are ready, and I got extra virgin coconut already. I'm looking to be shiny, bro. I'm looking to be shiny.
Your guy mad. Your guy mad.
Shiny.
Your guy mad. Listen,
for me, it's a matter of when, not if. No.
Yeah. Do you think this move?
Shiny, bro. I might be in my computer chair just slipping, all show like. Oh.
No, your guy mad. Carl's guy mad, people. Carl's guy mad. Do you think? You see when we bought Ekitique here? Did you think it was done? The deal was done. Like we weren't getting Isak. Like, be honest. When we got Ekitique, did you think it's over?
No. Remember, I kept on saying I don't think it's over.
Listen, I'm just asking you. I'm trying to. I want you to repeat because there's some people that might not know what you said.
I said. So I said from when we remember when we did the Vert stream. I said from the Vert stream, I was like, I think he would get an Isak. And everyone was like, I understood it. I was like, I just, when you just have a feeling that this like things are aligning and the club's acting big and Newcastle ain't doing what they want to do, and Isak's seeing that he's at an age now where he's gonna really want to double down in his career and make the right decisions. I think everything's aligned nicely, and I think it's happening.
I think it's happening as well. I do think it's just a case of Newcastle getting in the replacement, and I think that deal gets activated straight away. I think Newcastle, I will say to their fans as well, we know how frustrating it is as Liverpool fans when your best player is courted by another club. We've seen it before, Coutinho, Suarez, all the others, right? And when it happens, you kind of feel that inevitability that it's going to happen, whether it happens this window, January, whatever. I feel like it is happening. I think Isak has put so much pressure on Newcastle to the point where I almost feel like, dare I say it, he could potentially be ruining his relationship with the fans at Newcastle. Some Newcastle fans understand his position because there's a lot of backstory of Isak. Just to give a bit of backstory, just quickly. Sorry, people, if I'm overly talking. Just want to give people a bit of backstory. Isak was promised a contract. I want to say last year, but the sporting director left. I think it was something Mitchell, Paul Mitchell, Craig. Paul Mitchell. Isak still had, I think at that time, 4 years left. He wanted more money, and they said no. Isak apparently was furious with that, and then when Newcastle tried to kind of reopen talks, Isak said, "No, we'll just leave it there. We'll see out the season." Not only that, I think Isak was promised, like, the club were going to start moving big for bigger players and X, Y, and Z. That hasn't happened as well. And I also feel like, in a crazy way, them winning the final against us gave him that taste of, what it is like to win. And he's at that time in his career where he's like, do you know what? As much as I love Newcastle and as much as I love being an amazing goal scorer, I now want to win trophies. And every striker probably feels like that. Harry Kane had to do it at some point. It's just different points in your career when you kind of feel like now is the time is right to step up. And I think Isak, no disrespect to Newcastle, I just think Isak just feels that he can win more at Liverpool than he is going to win at Newcastle, currently constructed. And that is seen in their transfer market in terms of their transfer dealings. They are struggling to get the top players to get them to the next level. Isak probably thought maybe at some point they might be challenging for a Premier League title. As good as Newcastle are, I do think they are a bit unbalanced. Like, Isak, amazing goal scorer. They got two very competent wingers in Gordon and Murphy. And I think they've got two good left back and right back in Livramento and Lewis Hall. But centre backs are a bit shaky, always injured. Midfield cover as well. If any one of the midfield three are missing, they're in a bit of problem. So I didn't think that was always brewing at Newcastle. I just think Isak's goals and them winning made them probably think, yeah, he's staying. But lo and behold, we are here. And Alexander Isak does one out, and it does look like the only club he wants is Liverpool. So, guys, yeah, thoughts on that?
It's a matter of if not when, in my opinion.
Yeah. But the if, Cal, is about them getting the replacement. That's what the if is. They have to get the replacement in.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if things are pretty much sorted on both sides, but Newcastle probably won't release the information until they get who they want. Just from a tactical standpoint. But I think it's fine.
100%. And they've got to save face.
We're not going to put in a blind bid without negotiating behind the scenes. We'll put in a bid. And
we've already been talking to them. We've been talking to them for time, bro. We're just waiting for them to sort out their stuff.
Cal's hit the nail on the head there. Cal's spot on. They're going to make sure that everything's sorted out behind the scenes, but to save face, don't say nothing. Let Newcastle do what they're doing. Remember, Eddie Howe's good friends with our peoples as well, so they're going to be able to communicate better than it normally would. Boys, let me sort this out. Let me do this. Let me do that, etc., etc. You know what? It's crazy. We all like try and see things that might not even exist, right? When I was doing the game the other day, someone said in the chat, and I was like, right, is this some 4D, 5D chess thing? Who's the top dog at RB?
Yeah, no. Jurgen,
madness. So all I'm saying is it feels like all the pieces of the puzzle are falling into place, right?
I don't think this Isak deal hinges on Sesko though.
No, it just hinges them getting a striker, but they want Sesko. Sesko's their main.
And this is my point. There's enough strikers out there for Newcastle to get.
Oh yeah, there is. That's what I'm telling people. Don't worry.
They've got ambition. We can't just tell them to get any and anyone. No, like, it can't be this better striker. Just get a random youth.
You've got Sesko, Watkins, Nicholas Jackson, Wissa. I think they can get 2 out of those 4 comfortably.
Well, Boniface is a good forward in Europe.
Right, so I don't think.
I don't think Osherman's actually finalized the Galatasaray move yet.
No, they're not getting Osterman.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just thinking of like players who haven't. Like, remember, what's his name for free? Who? Vlahovic is still a free agent.
What about Calvert-Lewin?
I heard Calvert-Lewin is going to.
But he could be the backup. He could be the.
He's definitely coming in to be. Callum
Who's the guy
Wilson's
that left Newcastle? The other striker, Callum Wilson. He could
Callum
be Callum Wilson.
Yeah. Because he's just as injury prone as Callum Wilson.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He'll be the backup still.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah.
Even the Dortmund striker. What's his name again?
Garassi.
Yeah.
I know he's 28, but for Newcastle, like, you know what I mean? That there are strikers they can go and get. You know what I'm saying? There are. It's just
I will say this,
they've got to get one of them in before they let Isak go.
I will say this though. When we get Isak, we have to rock up to St. James's Park 4-4-2 settings. We have to. We just do. Scumbags.
Hey, you know what? If push comes to shove, they might even go and do a little Vardy for a year.
No, they can't do that.
No, they can't do that.
Remember, they've got to somehow
Vardy over Calvert-Lewin.
They got to appease
right now. Who would be your backup forward?
No, but they got to appease the fans. They can't.
Surely you pick Vardy.
Yeah, they can't.
And by the way, if the Newcastle fans boo Isak, he'll deserve it. He'll deserve it. If a Liverpool player was doing this,
We can't act now like he's not doing what's bad, man.
He's forced his way out of the club.
It is bad, man, what he's doing, 100%. We can't act like it's not. He didn't go on tour. Unless they're telling us the truth and Eddie Howe actually says stay behind, then he's a bad man. There's no way you can.
He's not. He said he's not going, bro.
Yeah, I'd crash out.
No, but all right. So let me ask you something on that. I'm not saying that's not the truth, but would it not be worse for the club? Like, why would the club protect Isak? So when the club are telling us that Eddie Howe was the one who made the decision, that's protecting Isak. Why wouldn't they just be honest?
He's protecting the value of the player. If he says, all right, let's say he comes out and says,
but we all know he wants to move. So does
no, because Isak has gone to his peoples have gone to the media to make sure that all the Newcastle journalists try to play it down and say against Celtic, they're managing his minutes. Then Eddie Howe asks, so what's happened with Isak? Yeah, so basically I didn't bring him because I was worried about the speculation. I didn't want him sitting in the stands. Brother, it's a preseason game against Celtic. Every player has speculation. What are you talking about? And then he said he's got a
dodgy. It definitely.
Then he's got a minor injury, but the minor injury that had to scan has come back clear. Bruv, Isak has basically gone.
It was funny. It was funny when I saw a report that said, "Oh, it must have been the same scan Coutinho had."
Yeah, no, facts.
Because remember when Coutinho had the scan on his back because he said he had back pain. Remember?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Isak has definitely played his part to get the ball rolling. Because
I don't like it though. Kyle's right. I don't like it. Even though it means we end up getting a player, we can't be hypocrites. It's fucked up.
I understand that it's not nice, but then do we look at that the same thing in Virgil? Virgil done the same thing, you know?
Yeah, it was fucked up what Virgil did.
Do you get what I'm saying? And here's the thing: it is double standards because when you get the player, you're happy, but when it's your player that does it, you get pissed off. That's football, innit? It is double standards. We have to agree there. Do you know what I mean?
But
Virgil's done the same thing.
Is that at least these men didn't run their contract down?
Yeah, true. If he does leave, he gives Newcastle a big transfer fee, and they can go put that back into the squad.
I guarantee you, Newcastle fans will call Isak a snake.
Yeah, they will.
No, not as much as Liverpool called Trent a snake, bro. I think there'll be a lot of Geordies. There'll be a lot of Geordies that will thank him for his services and be like,
we'll see.
It won't be as bad as Trent. It won't be as bad as Trent.
We'll see. You think Isak's going to get a round of applause when he goes back?
Hell no.
No, maybe not a round of applause, but that doesn't mean that they hate him as much.
All right, we're going to see.
Because you know what it is? I think those smaller clubs, and I don't even mean to be patronizing, them smaller clubs have a little bit more of an acceptance that they will always lose their big players.
Newcastle fans won't. They won't.
Nah, I think Newcastle fans are still a bit more realistic. They don't think they're a Liverpool or a Man United. Like, they know they love their club, but they know they're not like nobody can take our players. You know what I mean? Like, I think they still have a level of, we get it. It is a step up when you leave us.
They're going to treat him like crap, bro.
They will, bro. And can you imagine? Isn't it second game, Newcastle?
Yeah. I don't think he'll get treated as badly as Trent, though. I think Trent
they're gonna go ham at St. James's Park. Do you know, bro? I'll be real big up Newcastle fans, bro. They're the only fans in the country I know that when it's snowing, their man just go bare chested, bro. Their man are mad, bro.
Yeah.
They're mad.
But that would be because they're doing the whole match intimidation thing, which they do all the time.
But they're passionate.
How much they hate Isak.
No, but they've got a massive fan base. They've got a passionate fan base. They've got a historical fan base, bro.
Yeah, but I still don't think they'll treat Isak worse than we'll treat Trent.
Bruv, if Isak plays in that game, which I'm going to be real, I wonder whether he should be on the bench.
Yeah,
and what do you think is going to happen if Trent starts at right back in the Champions League game at Anfield?
What, Joe Linton? Can you imagine Joe Linton?
No, hold on, boy.
Seeing Isak?
Champions League, last 16,
I know, it's gonna be
home
rough.
tie Anfield, Trent, we're playing Real Madrid, Trent's at right back. You think Trent ain't going to get more stick than Isak will return in?
Gonna be ugly for Trent.
It's gonna be bad for Trent. Trust me.
Trent is going to. Trent ain't gonna even want to play in that game.
He'll probably. I reckon Trent might not play the game. You know, I'm being genuine. He might not play the game.
Xabi Alonso might have to protect him that day.
He might have to play Carvajal. He probably play Carvajal in that game.
Remember, Xabi Alonso is an ex-Liverpool player. You know, he knows what I'll go on them European nights, bro.
Trust me.
You know what? Something I've been thinking. Big up. Someone just said it in the chat, and it actually reminded me. I didn't want to put it in the universe because I know you lot will get angry at me. Is there a world where part of the agreement to take Isak is that they ask us to wait till the deadline day so we don't have him when we play them?
Yeah, maybe.
There could be.
And what would you lot think of that if they say, like, because I think the game with them is 3 days before the window shuts.
As long as we get the player. Here's the thing. I'll be annoyed because it'd be like, we have to wait so long. But the main thing is we get the player. I think as long as we get the player, we shouldn't worry. If we have to,
are you not concerned at how much he's missing out on pre-season though?
Yeah,
I am actually. I am. Yeah.
Because it bothers me a lot, especially with a player you've got to be worried about injuries with. But I don't like the fact that he's not getting pre-season.
But this is why Ekitique. This is why Ekitique will fill in their he can just. Getting Isak up to speed, I understand it will be a bit problematic.
That means we can't play Isak until like the end of September.
Yeah, maybe.
If we're talking about trying to get him up to speed, he's missed out on 2 months of pre-season. That means if we sign him on September the 1st, we might not see him until the end of September, early October.
No disrespect to Chiesa. I don't think, though, he's going to take Isak to get as long to get up to
No,
speed.
no,
like
yeah,
how
no,
Guehi's,
but I mean,
bro.
it would be insensible though. Do you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because he's not training either. Remember,
I
Newcastle
know,
aren't
I
going
know.
to train him.
Bruv, he's nowhere to be seen, blood.
So that'll
Man's
be a
just-
whole month now of him not doing no training, no nothing.
Yeah. But
That ain't a good look, you know.
bruv, don't worry. He'll be fine. And I think we got Ekitique. I think we should only be worried if he was going to be the only striker and everything rested on him. And it's like, oh, my days are playing without a striker. He's not ready yet. But we got Ekitique. We still got freaking Ekitique. That's another thing that just like people you know, we still got Ekitique, bro. So
Yeah.
we're all right. We're all right.
You know what? I think because of all this Isak stuff and because we've been spending money and being delirious, I think a lot of people have forgotten that we have someone called Florian.
Oh, 100%, bro.
Because the other day, I saw a conversation between some Liverpool fans the other day, and they were like, if we buy Isak, will that gas from that be so much that we'll like forget we bought Florian?
No, not for me. For me, Florian is already the
I think
marquee
Isak's
signing.
going to
Bro.
overdo Isak with the hype, though. Like, I think Isak coming to Liverpool is going to be so gassed, yeah? It will overgas what we did when we got Wirtz.
It's because Isak plays in the Prem. I think this is no disrespect, but remember, not everybody watches every league, and some people might only watch Florian Wirtz like every now and again. But for those people that I'm sure there's bare people in the chat that have watched him though for years though and watched Bundesliga, they understand Florian Wirtz, in my opinion, is a world-class player. Like there's no debate for me. He's world class. He is a marquee signing, bro. He's the first
I know.
marquee signing.
It's just a bit crazy. We've been so ramped up on it. We're gonna get Rodrigo, Isak.
Yeah.
That it's like we almost kind of forgot what a don we've already bought. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But
it's
even
a bit...
how about this? When we sign Isak, it's actually going to overshadow that we've bought Ekitique for 70 mil.
I think the speculation from Isak has overshadowed Ekitique, if I'm being totally honest with you.
And do you know what? That could work in his favor because, again, him knowing that, all right, there's going to be someone else, I'm going to be competing with someone else. Not as much pressure because when you've got another player in your position that's going to be, you know, we have to pay more for that player. Ekitique might have less pressure. Ekitique, I think, is going to do very, very well for Liverpool, you know? Very, very well. Trust me.
Yeah. I don't know why. The other day I was seeing how tall he was and stuff like that, and I was just like, reincarnation, Henry. Let's roll with it.
Oh, drift, man.
Let's roll with it.
Always drift, you know. I swear. Man said on.
I'm not trying to put pressure on the kid. I'm just saying.
Not at all.
No pressure, just tear
I
it.
just
away.
get his flag in the Grace Premier League.
I'm just saying, let's not get him in the lab and work on refining what is already a special talent, and we move. You don't have to be as good as the other guy to be a rebirth as well, you know. Like, you don't have to be as good as the guy. He'll never be as good as Henry, most likely. But it doesn't mean he can't be a rebirth.
If you're not as good as the guy I'm going to, it's not a rebirth.
I'm just saying.
Well, we're going to find out soon.
What
right,
would be better if we turned him into Henry in a couple of years? That'd be great, right?
Listen, it'd be amazing. Because, again, like, you don't... One thing I would say just quickly, last thing I say about Isak, Isak strikes me as someone who's already mapped out his future. You know that? I feel like he's mapped it out. So
I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see. Right, let's get through these. Big up all the people that sent in supers. Enough love to each and every one of you. Sorry it's taking so long, but obviously I wanted to get the guys talking and there's a lot of things to speak about today. But we're going to go for the supers now. There is a lot of them. Big up Prodigy's just become a new member. Big up Omar. Keep Nunez, Chiesa, get Isak, add a 6 and a centre back.
No, I'm not keeping Nunez. And I don't think we get a centre midfielder, even though I think we should.
I will keep Nunez as backup. And
I wouldn't keep Nunez. I don't think we're gonna get a 6. I feel like even though we could use a 6, I feel like the attack and the defense is more of a priority, in my opinion, way more of a priority.
If keeping Nunez meant that we bought Wharton or Baleba, would you do it then?
No.
Right, you don't like him that much.
No. But wait.
I don't like him. I don't think he's
no. But would it make sense if we've got Isak?
I don't even mean personally when I say don't like him. I just mean like you don't want him here that much. I do
just want him to go now. I'm sick of it now.
Raw boy.
I don't know, but I just don't think we would need him if we've got Isak and Ekitique though. We wouldn't need Nunez. Like it wouldn't make sense.
It's an extra body for attack though. Whichever way you look at it, it would still be an extra body in attack.
I think Nunez wants to go. I think he's run his course, in my opinion. I do think it's best for him to go though. Like obviously, if he stays, I'll support him. He's a Liverpool player, but I just think it's best for him to go though. That's yeah.
No, I'm just talking based on this question of would you keep one of those two?
I wouldn't.
You've got a 6.
Yeah, I wouldn't keep Nunez.
If you told me that 6 was going to be Baleba all fucking day long.
If it's between Chiesa and Nunez, I'm keeping Chiesa.
Yeah, because it's more. We need more of a right wing support than we do a third choice striker. Because that's how I would look at it. It'll be a third choice striker.
It's time for him to go, man. Nothing personal against him. It's just time now, man.
Big up official AMD speaks. Big up the Kopish Trinity. Smash the likes, peeps. Make sure you do that, people. There's literally over 2,000 people on all platforms. Make sure you smash that like. Let's get this video up to 1,000 likes, people. You know the drill already. Come on. Big up, Riffwick. Love the content. Best YouTube channel, bar none. I have an important exam coming up, so I'm only got 30 minutes a day to relax. I'll make sure I tune into Kopish for those 30 minutes. The content is a real stress buster. Big up your dad, man.
All the best
good luck for your exams as well, man.
Yeah, all the best with the exams as well, G. Big up for that, man.
Trust me. Big up Robert Slot said he's okay with gravity and that said about I think that's just PR, bro.
It better be.
That better be PR.
No, but Matt, why do you think it's PR when we haven't gone for a centre back yet? He might be.
We haven't gone for a centre back yet.
No, we have gone for a centre back. We've gone for Guehi. We just haven't got him. We have gone for a centre back.
Well, this is what I mean. So maybe like how Cal wants 5 centre backs, we buy Guehi, and then it is I'll just play Endo or Grav as that 5th option.
If that's the case, then we have to go and get a 6.
We're gonna get a centre back, guys. I feel like Slot saying
we can play whichever one ain't playing centre back, Cal.
Remember, if he says that prices go up as well,
how do they get rest and rotate?
No, because Soboslai is a pivot player now as well. Remember, we're going into this season with 5 pivot players.
We can't.
We keep on speaking about Sobos. You know, Sobos. Like, who's gonna? If Elliott goes, who's the backup 10 then?
No, Soboslai is going to be the player who plays where and when he's needed.
So Sobo's going to play
probably
10.
get a lot of minutes this season.
So Sobo's going to play 10, pivot, right back,
No, he won't play right back. I don't know why.
No, but I agree with Drift. Soboslai, you know how some people say because we got Wirtz, it automatically just means Soboslai. I don't see it like that, you know. I think he's going to find a way to put Soboslai in the team.
Soboslai is going to play a lot of minutes.
Yeah, because he's integral to how Liverpool play.
And rightly so, yeah. Like, rightly so. He should play a lot of minutes.
Big up Melon Dub. Evening, guys. Total package for Rodrigo is outrageous. I think that's him going off if it was 100 million euros potentially, and then 500 grand.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
I don't.
It'll cost a lot of money to sign Rodrigo.
It will cost quite a bit. I'll be real. Red Indian, Drift giving reality checks, but in reality, is my question: is this the one I want? Everyone, am I greedy now? I have a new appetite.
Yeah. Look, I want it to be the case. I was just giving the other side of the coin because I do think we have to be realistic. I don't think we will sign Rodrigo and Isak and the centre back. I just don't. I would love to be proved wrong. You know what I mean? I would love it. I would love nothing more to be sitting there when that window shuts and we've got Guehi, Rodrigo, and Isak. You lot think Cal's shameless. Nah, you won't be able to stop me if we pull that off. Or me and Cal will be battling each other for the most shameless on the channel. Nah, it'll get crazy.
You lot can do that. I'm just gonna watch some football, bro.
It'll get crazy.
You lot can.
Matt, if we sign Rodrigo, you're going to lose your mind. Don't sit.
I'm just waiting for the Isak, bro. The Isak one is like.
No, but I think because you've been a Rodrigo fan for so long, I think that one would gas you more than any of them.
Nah, the Isak, I'll be real, the Isak one more than Rodrigo. It would.
I don't know.
But if we get Rodrigo and Isak, I'm going mad. Hey, big up Herbsman, I just gifted 20 memberships. Hey, people,
Herbsman, big up
you got to say thank you if you got one of them memberships, man. Big up Herbsman for the 20.
Hey, Herbsman must be up to about 150 memberships now. That he's gifted. Must be around there. Big up Herbsman.
Trust me, big up official MD speaks. Saw the Michelin star cooking cow and Monts gave specs the other day.
Big up specs.
We got
Yeah,
Specs.
I'm not
I
gonna
just
lie.
speak to
At one point, I thought, yeah, you lot are bullying him now.
Yeah, it was horrible. I can't.
He
lie.
was just quiet. You
Big
know
up
when
Specs,
somebody
man.
just can't respond.
They got Specs because he's going for it. Delectable stuff.
I
Gapo
remember
Rodrigo.
the first thing. I swear, the first thing he said was, "What do you want me to say?" Because you lot just grilled him so much. It's like, what am I supposed to say now?
Yeah,
Like,
he didn't even know what to say. It's mad. Gapo Cody. Sorry, Gapo Cody. Gapo Rodrigo left wing is looking good. Isak Ekitique. We have come a long way since the days of Konchesky. We have, man.
who was it? Was it Konchesky?
Christian Poulsen, Jovanovic, Joe Cole.
Jovanovic and Joe Cole.
Worst window of all time.
Oh my god!
Big up Irons.
Was that Notts County's window or Liverpool's window?
And
might
people want me to be humble. Yeah, I get it, man.
In that same window,
Didn't we get Brad Jones that summer as well, guys?
And people want me to be humble.
did we get
Never.
Danny Wilson from Rangers 2 mil?
Hey.
Danny
Hold
Wilson.
on. Was that Notts County's window or was that Liverpool's window?
Ask Roy. Big up Roy. Big up Iron Swan.
I can't even believe that existed.
Cody Gapo, 100% better finisher than Mo Salah.
No, he's not.
I think he is.
Big up Imi. I've been a Baggies fan for 35 years, done home and away and all that, but I've had enough. For $4.99, you can convert me to
Hey, welcome to the family, G.
That's
you know what? I'm not gonna lie.
Imi, man.
When I sort of say I've been, obviously it says I've been a baggie, yeah.
Yeah.
But before I realized what it was, I thought he was saying I've been a baddie, or it was a girl saying I've been a baddie. I was like, for a minute, I was like, where's this super chat going? Hold on.
I'm baddie, you know. Big up Imi, man. Big up Arjun. Big up Herbs, man, for the membership. Much love. Oi, big up your damn self and letting Herbs, man, know. Yeah. Thank you. You done know already. Big up official MD Speaks. Agree with Drift that Gapo's finishing is slept on. He can finish in right of ways too. Pause. Big up Diaz for his service. Disrespected player. I do feel like Diaz has been. I don't even understand. Do you know what it is?
Diaz has definitely been underappreciated. I don't know if I go fast to say disrespected, but he's underappreciated though.
I think it's because people just think because he was Mane's replacement and because he wasn't Mane. I think
if Diaz played for Barcelona, Liverpool fans would rate him. It's so weird.
Big up Troy. No one scores goals Cody did against Brighton, by the way.
No one scores the goals that Salah scores.
I think they're both great. Again,
Cody is definitely
Cody's a serious finisher though. He's number 2 at the he's
until we sign Isak, Cody's the best finisher at the club.
Big up Ian for the super chat. Appreciate that, my bro. Big up Matt's Unk era. We need a new right wing for when Salah goes AFCON. You lot are just flipping now. You lot
are you know when we're saying about Frimpong and Szoboszlai filling in for that month, I'm not even that mad at it. What do you actually think about that? Like, I'm not that mad at it.
If it's for a month, I think
I live with it. But you know, I've been screaming about this situation with Salah on the right for a while now.
What it is, Carl feels like he's going into his Cody midfield bag. That's what it is.
Not even that. It's not just AFCON for me. It's what about throughout the season? If it's 70 minutes on the clock and we're winning 4-0, I don't need Mo to complete 90 minutes. I don't need him to. Get him off the pitch, get him rested, and then boom.
Yeah, Frimpong's gonna trust me. Frimpong's gonna be a serious player for us. Big up CGC. Arna Lex Luthor Slot said he wants 2 quality players in each position, therefore building from a position of strength. The future is bright. # you never walk alone. Big up your damn self.
Definitely is.
Big up red-minded Jay Kopish hates the
Jay's such a wind up.
Jay's gone mad.
Everyone's teasing you lot because it's summer holidays, isn't it?
Trust me.
I think that's to do Doak.
Oh, the Doak thing. I thought you were talking about the summers as well. Big up Skip to Malu. Rodinho is in a league of his own with Yamal, you know.
Rio Dino.
Rio Dino, sorry. Big up Matt because Carl Matt gassed Billy the Kid. We know their ID.
That's such a lie. Oh my goodness, that's such a lie.
Do you know what's even worse?
I wasn't getting that.
No. Do you know what's so bad about this? me and Drift done a watch along, and I can't lie, I can't lie, it was actually kind of bad what we said about Billy the Kid. We were going ham, we were just laughing. I remember, Drift, it was about 2 seasons ago, I think it was.
No, it was longer than that. But
Sure.
I definitely remember we were like, is this the kid that did to
We were just laughing, and it was bad, bro.
Oh, man, he couldn't even control the ball.
Carl wasn't even there, it was me and Drift.
Oh, man, it was a car crash. It's like, is this the guy that they tried to
the guy that
PR
Liverpool trying to
and
fast
tell us
track?
that he's the future?
Innit?
It's like, wow.
Big up Ian. Carl's Matt ball knowledge non-existent today. I appreciate that, Ian. Appreciate that, bro. Nice one, mate. Big up Red Indian. In the final Klopp mode, made a boo-boo. He could have put Mane on the right wing and bring on Solanke. Oh, he's talking about the Champions League. Was Solanke still there?
Yeah.
Hold up, what? In the 2017 final?
Yeah.
But wait, but then who would have been left wing?
Nah, are you sure?
Solanke
was at Liverpool in 2017.
But that doesn't change anything. Who's the other winger?
He was.
But who's the other winger? It doesn't change nothing for me.
No,
he
Solanke
can't have been there,
he's saying Solanke could have gone on the left, Mane on the right, and for me,
Solanke left wing, that stinks.
It's better than Lallana though. But I understand why Klopp didn't do it. But
no, hold on, guys. Solanke was not part of the 2017 Champions League final.
Yes, he was.
I can't even remember, bro. I genuinely can't even remember.
How can you been?
How do you mean? How can you?
Big up Indian.
8 years ago. Solanke's only 26 now.
No, he's not.
How old is Solanke?
Like 28, almost 29, I think, bro.
Solanke's like 28.
How old Solanke is?
Yeah.
Did we really have Solanke on the bench in that?
Because he was at Bournemouth for years, bro.
Solanke scored on the final day of the season.
His first goal.
And assisted Mo Salah on the final day of the season, 17-18. He was 100% on the bench.
Man, like Solanke and
I did not know we had Solanke in our team at that time, you know.
Big East ready to remember, we will get both.
You know
what? Eastwood did say from the 17th of July. Big up, Matt Bigger said, for F's sake, Drift, this is seasons overdue of spending. Bigger Eastwood again. My plug hasn't confirmed Rodrigo yet, but my plug did say Rodrigo is a 70% go. Personal terms will be easy to agree to. It's Real Madrid's price tag that will be in question, but we do have the money per my Boston Connect.
Told you it's nothing, man.
People trying to say we ain't got money. Big up, guys. 108 months, remember. Good to see the MDC trio. Matt, Drifting Cow Trio. So I'm going. Matt, yeah, Trio are back. You have to remember, this is Gaz. Forget MSN. Did you see how tidy Ekitique looked in training? Yeah, I'm proofreading because I know guys can go mad. Ekitique looked in training. Finisher Isak, Guehi, is it Leone? Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, and Rodrigo. And I'm asking my doc if you can die from a. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm saying. See? This is why I have to proofread Gaz's stuff, bro.
He said no pauses right there.
No pause. I'm pausing. Gaz, you're going mad. Big up, Gaz.
You know what's so funny about that last part? Yeah. Is that every man knows exactly what he's talking about.
Facts.
Right.
Matt's hairline.
They pitch is crazy.
Matt's hairline's going crazy.
Matt,
big up, lads. Drift,
like
you still want Sonshio Mount. He's going mad, bro.
He's a lunatic. He's an actual lunatic.
Answer the question though, Drift.
Yeah, you got answer.
Do I still want? I would take Sonshio at Liverpool. Yeah, I'll take Mount at Liverpool as well. Yeah.
You're gassing.
Big up, NFC net spend.
Just because their careers are shit now doesn't mean that the time Sonshio wasn't a good defender. At the time, he was a good defender.
He was good at Leicester. Big up Red Indian. LFC net spend in 2025 is 136. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's not even as much as we think. So it might be even less. I guess that's about the add-ons. Big up Jay again. Carl looks like LFC 21 Savage, you know.
Just again, another black brother.
Red rum.
Big up Carl Store. Off topic, real quick. Have you guys heard of Jonah Lucas versus Skepta diss tracks? Jonah bodied him, in my opinion, 2-0 for me. I haven't been keeping up with the
I
diss
would
tracks.
ask Skepta, unless there was some ulterior motive, why did he even take on Jonah in the first place?
Jonah Lucas, I haven't really heard much of it, to be honest. I'll be real. I don't know
I
if it's
actually
any
have
good.
I have it 1-on-1 at the moment.
Okay.
Jonah Lucas is so much more of a supreme lyricist. I don't know why he did it, but
Big up Fonzie. Carl almost started to like you. FSG, come on, man.
Don't like Fonzie, bro. Don't lie. You never started to like me. Don't lie, Fonzie, man. Stand on business.
Big up Tall Guy. We have the money. Targets calculated for the budget and team, not just second options this window. We're going for our main targets. Big difference. Yes, we are going for our main targets. Big up Jay again. Liao for 50 million. Do you know what? If you can't get Rodrigo, I'll get Liao for 50.
I'll take Liao at Liverpool all day.
So would I. He's a completely different profile of winger to Cody.
And do you know what I realized? I realized that he might just be playing the way he is because he's fed up at Milan. If he came to a big team, had a proper coach like Slot, Van Bronckhorst, there's a player in there.
He won the league at AC Milan, and every year since they won the league, they've sold their best player.
Yeah.
If I'm Rafael, I want out as well, bro.
I went through the stats the other day. I think it might have been with Jamie. And you know, he's actually got 20 G8 every single season. Like, you know, sometimes you think he hasn't had that great of a year. He's got 20 G8 every single season.
Yeah, Liao looks disinterested, but what it is he just wants out of AC, bro. He knows he's better than AC, bro. They just sold Theo Hernandez to is it Al Hilal?
Yeah, he needs to get out of there before
they sold Reinders.
He's gonna become the new Koulibaly that never got to leave when he should have, and then by the time he leaves, his career will be like at the end. He needs to go now.
He needs to leave. Big up for LFC. Love Gomez, but he's made a paper. We should sell. Thing is, I don't even know if we could get a buyer right now for Joe Gomez. That's me being realistic. Ty, if there's no centre backs, we're cooked. Still got 2021 PTSD. Sorry.
Yeah, I hear it.
I hear that as well, bro. Big at Liverpool 2.0. Isak is a player over Rodrigo for me. Prem proven so. Hopes he would slot right in. Do we keep Nunez or is he going? And to his first choice midfield for you. First choice midfield. It'll be the same midfield as last year for me. The same, but again, maybe.
Well, no, it wouldn't, bro, because you'd be playing Wirtz, I'm guessing.
I just realized, I thought he meant the pivot, but he's talking, I guess, what happens with Szoboszlai and Wirtz, right? I would go with, if it was me, I'll go McAllister and Grav, and then I'll be tempted for Newcastle away because they're physical to go Szoboszlai
Grav
in
is
the
suspended
10.
for the first game. So who are you playing in that first game?
Oh, so I'd have to be. I'll go Szoboszlai and McAllister.
Szoboszlai and McAllister.
Yeah, that's what I would. That's what I would do. What about you guys for the first game? And then I'm putting Grav back in.
For the first game, I would probably go Szoboszlai, McAllister. Yeah.
What about you, Carl?
I wouldn't be surprised if he picks Jones, but I would go with Szoboszlai.
Yeah, we need legs in there. So
I'll do the same.
Cool. Big at yourself in the Liverpool 2.0. Big up clips. Taking Isak is payback for shafting us with Carroll. Bro, Carroll couldn't even sort himself out, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Man was injured as well. Big up Jay again. Arsenal got the Swedish Ollie Watkins.
I think
Arsenal fans think I'm hating, yeah. It's gonna end, maybe not in tears. It is not going the way they think it is. I can't wait for this Gokares Arteta don't know what he's doing thing. And he might score a couple at the beginning, and the hype's gonna be there like it was with Jesus. Do you remember when Jesus banged in like 4 goals in the first 3 games, and it was like, oh shit, they've got their 9, but eventually it will whitter itself out. But let them gas. If you're gonna shop at Sweden, you might as well get the best, right?
100%. That's what you're supposed to do. Anyway.
We went to the Swedish M&S and they went to the Swedish Tesco's.
Yeah. Big up Ali. Amanda Stabley, not Mitchell, promised Isak. Oh, okay, it's Amanda Stabley. I thought it was Mitchell. Big up Ali. Big up yourself, bro. Big up Lauren in the chat. What's going on, Lauren? Isn't it interesting that Isak was benched against us at Anfield last season, similar to us benching Trent versus Real Madrid?
I didn't think of that.
I didn't think about that, you know.
Although I'm not saying Lauren is wrong, but Eddie Howe actually said he did that because he wanted to be able to beat us in the cup final and didn't want to give away secrets of how they were going to play. And to be fair, they did play differently and they bullied us. So it probably is more what Eddie Howe was saying than it being this. But you never know.
Sure.
You never know.
Sure.
Fair play. Big up Ed. Piff are threatening to sue Liverpool over Isak. I haven't seen none of that personally.
No, whatever, man. They can do one.
I think that's something that I think a lot of people are forgetting as well. Like, their ownership are very powerful, proud people.
What are they going to sue us over? If that's the case,
not suing us, but they're not just going to let us bad them up, though.
We're not badding them up. We want a footballer that they have. It is what it is.
And that's why they're going to fleece us for the money.
No one's badding anyone up, man.
I don't feel we're badding them up. No, it looks like we're badding them up, but really and truly, all they had to do was play ball. They didn't want to play ball, though. That's the problem.
Bro, telling someone they got to play ball is badding them up, Matt.
No, it's not. I'll tell you why it's not. There's a hierarchy. There's a hierarchy in football. Brighton could never strong arm Liverpool. Do you get what I'm saying? They could never do that. It's just hierarchy. So even though Newcastle got rich owners, where they are in the hierarchy of football, unfortunately, they're not at the top. They're not at the top of the top.
Yeah, no, but outside of football, they piss all over us.
Yeah, but
so what I'm saying is they're proud people still, right?
I understand that, but football has rules and rules are in place. So therefore, you have to abide by these rules. And these rules are, all right, we understand you got money,
that
but
you can't buy
spend
players
that money.
unless someone sells them, yeah.
So
we need them to want to sell. I don't know what they can sue us over. I don't know.
They're not going to sue us, bro. I'll be surprised.
No, they can't sue us. Over
no
what?
one said that. I haven't read that personally. But if that does come out, fair play. Big up Kingdom. Hi guys, miss you. Hi guys, miss you. Big up. We are cooking. Asna remain delusional. Newcastle will boo Isak. No one wants to bat an eyelid, but we will boo Trent and world cries.
Different situations.
But yeah, people will be more understanding. He's right. They won't have a go at Newcastle fans, whereas everyone tried to police how we feel about Trent.
That's true. Big up Ty. I keep saying it. It's the cow curse is real. To get his guy, he sacrifices his number. The bigger the signing, the bigger the toll. Trent, Diaz, Kwanzaa gone, you know.
Oh, man.
Sorry, guys. Come on, if you don't take it, there's a lot of supers.
Now I'm saying that you're sacrificing people, Cal. That's insane.
Yeah, God.
Come on, if you guys just take over supers just for a bit. Like, give me 2 minutes. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, cool.
Foot FC says FSG been playing the long game. We've been playing checkers while everyone's been playing checkers while we've been playing chess. FSG been well ahead of us. I've had to do a 180. FSG, big up yourself, Foot.
Oh, another one, another cow. I respect it.
Yeah. Ed says, never mind my last super chat. Hassan was telling false information. Oh, typical Hassan. Oh, bloody hell. Ty says Henry had a bit more. He had bigger legs. I ain't gonna get caught out with that one. That's crazy. Allier says Slot said we haven't replaced Kwanzaa yet. Centre back incoming. Promo says I've seen bigger legs on a Haribo compared to Ekitike's legs. Crazy promo. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Your use of the G word is insane. You'll Never Walk Alone 2.0 says wanted to pay my own tribute to number 20. What was his first and last goal for LFC? Cal usually remembers all the goal. Let's see. I hope you all well, lads. His first competitive goal for Liverpool was against Arsenal in the league. His last was against Everton in the league.
Oh man.
AJ knows.
I've never heard anyone refer to something using that G word.
Yeah, it's
other
crazy.
Than I've never heard anybody ever use it.
Yeah, it's crazy. AJ knows balls says big up Kopish, justice for Chiesa. Big up yourself, AJ. Promo says Isak gonna be singing we can go leg for leg to Ekitique. This is crazy. Red-minded Jade Activist says, is Kai Gordon a live cow? He is. We're probably going to sell him, bro. Ty said, AFCON drains Mo every time. Not looking forward to it. Facts, hence why I keep on speaking about the right-hand side. Matt's hairline says, if we sign Isak, I'm praying for Matt to go Turkey. I think Matt's all right, man. That's cool.
Yeah, he said he's paying for him, bro.
Oh, paying. Oh, cool. I'm sure he'll take that then still. Sheikh says, Isak, Rodrigo, and Guehi puts the misses out. That's crazy. Crazy. Matt's hairline says, I'm calling...
The Supers are wild today.
Insane. I'm calling Matt Bickersett out to a Misfits boxing match to see who's got the better alias. I already have bodied Darth Drifty. I'm coming like Usyk. Pause on that. We got Uncle Rod. Subscribe to Uncle Rod says blonde wig, I'll slew that. Slew that. Fozzie says great stream. Have a good night. All right, Fozzie. I see you, bro. That was a good one, Fozzie. I can't lie. LFC says big up Kopish fam. I've seen the light Xhaka at the Emirates 90 plus 92nd minute. Winner 2-1. I'll be so here for a Troops Lee AFTV crasher. That'd be hilarious. A worldie from Xhaka in the 92nd minute against Arsenal. Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Jack is going Sunderland, isn't it?
Yeah, Vacabon says big up the team who has the most impressive players. Big up yourself, bro. Jamrock says not liking Hato potentially going to Chelsea. He's 5'11". Chelsea playing him at centre back. I think it's risky. Playing him at left back till he grows into a centre back. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I just think he's a good signing for Chelsea. Especially when they play through the back.
I'm with you, Jamrock. I'm so annoyed.
Allier says Isak wanted to go time ago and made up his mind ages. So I've heard. Jay said Forest just strong arm Spurs. Mafia settings. Yeah, that Morgan Gibbs White interview was wow. That should
I haven't seen it.
Have you not? No. If there's ever this is what you're gonna say moment an interview that is
like don't lie but gun behind the camera setting.
Brother, he was Marinakis was on the film with him. He's in the interview with him, bro.
Oh
bro.
No.
Yeah, it was a lot.
No, someone needs to check on him.
Yeah, it was a lot, bro. Shout out to AJ Knows Ball says Cal turned into Thanos this summer, soul for a soul. And look, sometimes you got to take big risks and things happen in it. Troy King says that Yokere's video on AFTV was cringe. I ain't even seen it.
I've seen snippets of it.
Matt's hairline says
I dare you to read that, Cal.
No. Yeah, I can't read that one, Matt, man. I can't do that. Fonzie's already out for me, bro. I can't even read that one now. And the second part of it is crazy as well. What are we today? Monday. Tomorrow we may have a short live show. Wednesday we're back with the watch along. So we've got a busy week for you guys. If you haven't already, look, we've had almost 2,000 people in here watching for the whole stream. So do smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. You'll be redirected to Big Six Bant straight after this as well. So make sure you tune in there. Drift, anything you want to say or add before we say bye?
No, big up as always, people. Much appreciated everyone tuning in. Yeah, like Cal said, we had 2,000 for the whole show, man. Big up to every one of you guys, all the super chatters as well, everyone contributing. In terms of what I've got coming up, I do have Tottenham versus Arsenal on my big up channel, guys, that I'll be doing, which if I believe is Thursday morning, 12 o'clock lunchtime, not morning, but 12 o'clock lunchtime, Thursday. So make sure you're there, man. Looking forward to that one. And yeah, obviously we've got the big up watching on for the Liverpool game, as Cal said. So make sure you're there for that one as well, man. And I'm sure this week we're gonna have a lot of spontaneous videos. And big up to everyone who gave good feedback as well on the title podcast that we did over the weekend. We're gonna try and bring that to you guys as much as possible. Not necessarily every single week, but we are gonna try and bring that to you as much as possible. So big up for all the positive feedback we got from that one as well.
Indeed. Ty says, man started calling Ekitique, I can't say the name, but now they went too far with I can't say the name. Wild on so many levels. Wild on so many levels is so true. Crazy. Official AMD speaks for the last super chat says, we should be in for Hato, and regarding his height being 5'11", the two centre backs to win Ballon d'Ors, Beckenbauer 5'11", Sama 5'11", and Fabio Cannavaro 5'9", good company.
I'm telling you, Hato there is a mistake, man. We're gonna be really annoyed.
I've been saying that for the longest. I wanted Hato, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen now. But we will see.
Yeah,
but
it's even more annoying that he's going to Chelsea because they're gonna give him a 9-year contract. That's it. Boom. You know what I mean? And he was at Anfield, and everyone thought that meant that we would go for him. And look, we haven't gone for him.
I think we're hoping to wait a year before we get him, but obviously he wants to move now. Can't hate on it.
Well, Hato to Chelsea, you mean?
Yeah.
I think he would have been better off developing another year at Ajax as well. Not even just for that hating that Chelsea are getting him. I think it could stunt his growth. Because you know what Chelsea are like. Some people make it there, but a lot of people don't. It's a very weird club, Chelsea. So,
yeah.
What Chelsea just buy a ton of players, and the person in the chat just big up Kingsman.
They just throw stuff at a wall and hope it sticks.
And they just flip them. Like they've got how many players? Like I don't even understand why they're trying to get Leipzig's number 10, Xavi Simons. I don't even understand that one.
Yeah, it's crazy. People, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Matt, anything you want to say to people before we say bye?
No, just big up once again. Like I said, my channel is back as well. Make sure you go check out that video that I done on Friday. There'll be more content this week, so make sure you stay tuned on my YouTube channel. I am back. There will be content, people.
Indeed. People, enough love to you all. Big up to each and every one of you in the comments as well. You guys are brilliant as always, man. And if you're watching this on replay, make sure you smash that like button. Imran, wow, no big up to Misha today, Imran. Is everything all right, brother? Big up the guys. Cal MVP, is that guy really humble? I know, I told you. I did tell you. Very cool guy, man. Very cool guy.
By the way, guys, there's only 2 more days left. There's only 2 more days left until we go subscriber only in the chat. So just we've give warning. Remember, we're saying over 60% of our viewers don't actually subscribe to the channel. Even if 10% of those people subscribe, then we could hit that 40,000. So come on, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Big up yourselves as always. But yeah, only a few more days left, and then we're subscriber only forever in the chat. So come on, guys. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Big up KGS as well. I'm not gonna lie. Drifted Hughes. I'm rolling with that one. He made that nickname for me the other day, and I'm feeling it. So I'm rolling with that one.
Big up to each and every one of you. Until we see you again, stay safe, stay blessed. We Kopish for our people. Enough love.
Peace.
Love, peeps.